Snowflakes falling big and round, twinkling lights choking out the sound. Candy canes and gingerbread, the smell of Christmas makes me see red. Santa hats on every head, I wanna burn them, leave them all for dead. Oh, it's Christmas, what a drag! Tinsel dreams in a plastic bag. The joy, the cheer, it's all pretend. Come on, let's go piss off your friends. Shiny bows on every gift make my teeth ache. Skating rinks and snowy drift feel so fake. Hot cocoa spills on frozen ground. The carolers sing, I just want them drowned. Deck the halls, yeah, deck them with rage. Rip the script, tear up the stage. Silent night now, scream it loud. Flip the slate, crush the crowd. Oh, it's Christmas, here we go. Fake smiles under mistletoe. The lights, the bells, it's all a scam. Come on, let's go ruin the fam. Snow keeps falling, bury it deep. This town's joy is a promise I won't keep. Christmas is here, yeah. Yeah, go ahead and cheer. I'll be outside smashing reindeer. Oh, it's Christmas, what a drag. Tinsel dreams in a plastic bag. The joy, the cheer, it's all pretend. Come on, let's go piss off your friends. Oh, it's Christmas, here we go. Fake smiles under mistletoe. The lights, the bells, it's all a scam. Come on, let's go ruin the fam. Snow keeps falling, bury it deep. This town's joy is a promise I won't keep. Christmas is here, yeah. Go ahead and cheer. I'll be outside smashing reindeer.
Tiny feet go pitter-patter down the snow-lit halls, checking names and checking twice behind those candy walls. Naughty sneaks and nice daydreamers written big and small. I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas elf who hears your call. Glitter, dust, and peppermint swirl in my little sack. One for joy and one for kindness, always got your back. Snowflakes dance and whisper secrets as I make my track. Santa's list is long and wild, but I know every single child. I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas elf who hears your call. Oops, a giggle caught my ear. Was it mischief or good cheer? Spill the cocoa, tell me quick. Are you clever or a trick? I'm the Christmas elf, I'm on the case, looking for the grins on every face. Naughty or nice, I see it all. I'm the Christmas elf yourself who hears your call.
Hi.
Hello. Would you rather be out in the Keys on the beach than at home looking
But
at
you're
a
crying.
divorce
I
where
don't
your
give a
husband
fuck where you are.
hold on, where your husband left you, your children don't
Get
want to
money
be
with
with you, all miserable,
my
trying to play
husband.
hold on, playing somebody else's.
This isn't really what I want you guys to hear. It's not fun going over this, but Boober had questions. I continuously continue to be trolled by them, even getting porn bombed last night by Andrew, which is completely gross. You seen his face, you seen his name. It's stupid. I forgot to send it to TBI today, but I am sending it to TBI because I'm pretty sure that's against the law. And he is the father of Hunter, and that's gross. And I think that that could even have his children removed from his care because he is soliciting explicit materials in a public forum where it's illegal. So I am going to take that step because that's like what? The third time I've been porn bombed. It's gross, and I'm sure it's not nothing that my subs want to see, so I'm going to fight and put an end to it. Now, this next video I have is that we're listening to is Lips, and she's talking about my husband. Well, my husband's here. If anybody has any questions and you want to hear my story again, please leave your questions in the chat for my husband. I'm done answering. He can answer why he did what he did. It's embarrassing. Yes, my own husband defamed me. Yes, my husband made a best friend with a catfisher at work. Yes, Lips at the end of this will say she's going to launder money. She will also say how I didn't turn information about a certain man in. That man is the man running my dad's business. Let me pull that call up in 1 second here.
Contact knowing you're gonna get.
Hi.
Hello. Would you rather be out in the Keys on the beach than at home looking
But
at a
you're crying.
divorce
I
where
don't
your
give a
husband
fuck where you are.
hold on, where your husband left you, your children don't
Get
want to
money
be
with
with you, all miserable,
my
trying to play
husband.
hold on, playing somebody else's content, knowing you're gonna get a strike for it.
Pizza's not going to strike me.
I'm gonna strike you.
Oh, but it's not your content.
Okay, but I can strike you for me being on the panel. I can strike
Why
you for
don't you just
my
tell us what
voice.
this piece of evidence is?
I can strike you. I mean,
Why don't you just tell us what this piece of evidence is?
What you've done already played it, Crystal.
No, I haven't. You
Actually,
went to court and you said you have a piece of evidence in Somerville's case that only.
Morning, team.
Yeah.
Morning, team.
Who am I speaking with?
Guy should see us.
Oh, Guy, this is Crystal. Why are you answering my father's business?
Excuse me?
This is Crystal, Marty's daughter. I called the number that is listed on his business, SGD Building Contractors, Inc., and it comes directly to you. Why are you answering his phone number?
Because he had a business set up with me, Donnie Ryland, and him to go down when the hurricanes happened. Unfortunately, I didn't want to be in business with your dad because I was many times and it never worked out. So why he got my number attached to that still is just because he just never follows through with anything.
Okay, well, I would like my dad's stocks and I'm going to the US Marshals today. Have a good day.
His
Bye.
his what?
You hold. What is that
Yeah,
piece of
correct,
what
correct,
would you have
right?
witnessed to? What did you witness against me?
All right, Crystal,
What
I've
was
never
you
said.
gonna go to
Are
court?
you? Do you want an answer, or are you gonna just run your mouth
Yes,
like a crazy lunatic? I've
go
never
ahead.
said that I'm a witness against you. Never, ever.
Oh, I think I have the clip on Andrews where you
Okay.
said it. You jumped off panel and
No, I
others have
blocked you.
seen it.
I
And you
blocked
said
you.
you can't talk to me. You got to jump off panel. I haven't played in one of my lives, idiot.
I'm the one who said it. I didn't want to be around you due to what you had
You
going on.
said you were a witness against
No.
me in court.
Okay, you keep thinking that because it's just gonna make you crazy, right?
Lips, I'm not playing these games. You said it. Other people heard it. I have the clip. I played it.
Okay, and
I'm
I'm
not
here
going
to
to
tell.
do this. You're absolutely insane. You probably prostituted your ass to get where you're at,
I
or
sure
somebody.
did.
You probably
Look
dick
at
ran.
there's my kids too. I probably fucking
I
trafficked
don't get.
them to
Why
get
are
them here
you
too.
on
Hold on, hold on,
YouTube?
hold
Go
on.
spend your time with your family.
There's my husband
Why
right there
are you
too,
doing
Crystal.
it? You ain't
Okay,
even watching your children. You're
I'm
on
not.
YouTube.
Hey,
Nope.
look, they're
Hey,
here
look.
wondering why you are acting fucking crazy, knowing that I can't take your link. I can't take your link unless somebody else sends it to me. So here you are. Lips, take a link. Take a link. You're so tough, right, Crystal? Mm.
Yeah, I am.
Oh,
And you're going to prison.
as your husband leaves you, your children leave
You
you,
and my
CPS is at
husband
your
did
house
not
messed up.
leave me, honey. Do you want to
Oh,
see our text messages?
he also put you locked you up on a 5150 recently too,
No, he
didn't he,
didn't,
Crystal?
honey.
Yes,
No, he
he
didn't.
did,
They wouldn't
Crystal.
take me.
Yes, he
They
did,
would not take
Crystal.
me.
Don't
No,
lie to your people,
I'm
Crystal.
not lying. We've gone over
Don't
this.
lie to your people, Crystal. You were locked up
Oh,
on a
look, somebody
5150
already
here
sent
recently.
his hand. Why don't you tell me about my
Hey,
dad's
Mike.
hand, Lips? Tell
Okay,
me if you know
I'll
the
come
shit
back.
in this thing. Who do you know from Pittsburgh?
What, baby? Yeah, it's from the stand. Are you guys ready? Okay, hey, Crystal. Enjoy your day, okay?
Oh, you gotta go. Who
Have
do
the
you know from
day.
Pittsburgh,
Hold on,
Lips?
hold on. Have the day that you deserve,
Who
okay,
do
baby
you
girl?
know from? How about Shootsiest? Come
Why
on,
would
bitch.
you wait? I got a question for you. Why would you wait 3 to 4 years to turn something into the TBI, Crystal?
Why would you say that when I say his name? Hold on. Lips. And let's not forget the attorney's text message telling me I have some kind of tower and power. What is it you know that you won't talk about that caused that lawsuit? You fucking bitch. This is the guy we're speaking of. I believe this is the piece of evidence I already played that Lips said I already played.
Morning, team.
Yeah.
Morning, team.
Who am I speaking with?
Guy should see us.
Oh. Guy, this is Crystal. Why are you answering my father's business?
Excuse me?
This is Crystal, Marty's daughter. I called the number that is listed on his business, SGD Building Contractors Inc., and it comes directly to you. Why are you answering his phone number?
Because he had a business set up with me, Donnie Ryland, and him to go down when the hurricanes happened. Unfortunately, I didn't want to be in business with your dad because I was many times and it never worked out. So why he got your number, my number attached to that still is just because he just never follows through with anything.
Okay, well, I would like my dad's stocks and I'm going to the US Marshals today. Have a good day. Bye.
His what?
Why would you
because I
wait
just
that
found
long?
out about it, cunt.
Crystal, why would you wait that long? Gotta
Oh,
go
I waited.
buy. Gotta
Here's
go
your
buy.
Kia slip.
I got money to
Here's your
launder.
Kia slips.
Gotta go, bye. I got money to launder. She talks about the dark web and she has money to launder. So, Boober, if you have questions, please, by all means, unblock me. Come to my chat and ask my husband your questions. All right, moving on. Something else I found. Oops, hold on. This is something I haven't listened to yet. This was on Miss Christine's. I haven't heard this. I'm going to listen with you for the first time. It's Dawn. I don't know who he's even talking to yet, but it sounded interesting the first 3 seconds, and I thought I would share this before we move on to Ziggy.
Who's that? Is that Don?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
What's
Don.
up? Not much.
Doing all right.
I'm I'm hanging in there best I can. God's got a greater plan, you know.
He
So
does.
we got to stick with that. And,
Listen,
right.
when you have kids, you cannot keep your house spotless. It's
No.
impossible.
And
I mean,
not only that, when Summer come up missing, the police come in and tore our house to pieces.
oh yeah, they will.
Man, and none of them can ever dispute. And we told our boys and Summer and our kids every single day that we love them with all our heart, and we done everything we could for them. My probation
Man,
officer's making me leave the state after he told me I could go here and work and change my office here, change my probation here, and all this happy-go-lucky stuff. And now he's pulling everything out from under me and saying I have to go back to Tennessee. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I just
yeah.
assume that everybody's calling my probation officer and saying all kinds of bad stuff about me. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because after
I mean, I think it was bullshit that they put you in shoe for that long.
they put me in solitary A block. That's where
Yeah,
Fred
that's.
Hill is. That's where Fred Hill is now. A block. He's probably
I,
got my old cell.
I,
A05.
Dang.
from what I
He's
heard, though, he's in there for protection reasons, though, ain't he?
that's what they told me. I
Because I
didn't have
reckon
no.
he got
They
pretty.
moved him
He got a
because
rude
somebody tried to
awakening when he
kill
come
him.
in.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that story. He probably ripped somebody off. Is what it is. Fred Hill used to roam around. I'd get up like if I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning or something and looking around. He'd be out on somebody's horse with a flashlight, walk,
That's
riding around
that's
for
weird.
who knows what reason
That's weird as
all
crap.
night long. I caught him one time. I went to talk to him. I've talked to him several times because I thought he has to know something. I caught him on other people's property, taking taking stuff from other people's property.
Oh, that's what he's doing on the horse then with a flashlight.
Well, he has a golf cart, and he was on a
Oh,
golf cart and taking people's stuff from other people's property. And I never said nothing till this
yeah.
point.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, I just don't want him to be lying and just trying to get out of jail and trying to work some kind of deal or something. That ain't cool at all.
he's been lying since day one.
But I don't trust him either, though. I don't.
I've been up to his house several times trying to get answers, and he started talking about meth monkeys out in the woods and everything else, steering me off in the wrong direction. I mean, yeah, all kinds of wild stories he'd tell me, and
How
I'd
do we
just
know
leave
this ain't
there.
another one? You know, how do we know he's not even making this? You know, dead men tell no tales, right?
Exactly.
So the meth monkeys, I always believed, Fred always points to Light Hollow Road, it seems like. And I always thought that the meth monkeys refer to real humans when he talks about them. I just think I should say that. Yeah, really, Bella. Fred really was having like psychoses, or I don't think that he has psychoses now. To me, he's never showed any signs of psychosis. We've heard that, even though you do get that on meth. Last night, we heard Jose talk about he was in the yard running around naked with Laura doing the deed on the front lawn. So it's possible. However, I truly believe Fred is referring to humans that live in the area when he uses the terms meth monkey.
He's just trying to get notoriety, money on his books. That's all he cares about.
And I thought it was convenient when I found out that old Cotton was dead.
Exactly. He's gonna blame it on the dead man. Really?
Hmm.
Wow.
Sometimes
And then,
people will do things to get the get the look off themselves. You know, blame it on a dead person. That's a good way to go
well,
about it.
I'll guarantee you the detectives are trying to talk to him, but he keeps talking him way out in left field somewhere, and that's why I want to beat his ass so bad because he
And,
could be the person responsible for Summer's disappearance because he got meth heads going in and out of our road day and night, all day long, all night long, and he could be the person responsible for Summer's disappearance. And he
yeah, and
wants to sit there and talk crazy. The boy needs his ass beat.
yeah, he probably gonna get that.
He
I
needs
mean,
it.
eventually he
Well,
gonna
if
get that.
he's looking at probably a decade in the pen, so
Yeah, he's gonna
Well,
he'll
get
get
it
he'll get his
eventually.
he
fair
he
share.
wants to play games after my daughter's disappearance.
That's what's so bad about it.
That yeah, exactly.
I
When
mean,
when
if
the
he went
police
there
when the
and
police was up there at my house, I says, "You're not going to go knock on Fred Hill's door or some of these meth heads around here." I says, "Then let me the fuck out of the way, and I'll go do it myself." And they says, "Well, we can't stop you, Mister Wells. You're a free man." I said, "Yeah, that's right." And I went over there and I drove to his house, and I about kicked the fucking door in. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I seen some meth heads up there on the ridge, and blah, blah, blah,
mm,
and talking all kinds of crazy. Yeah.
that seems awful suspicious to
Can't,
me.
cannot get a straight answer out of him for nothing. And here he is playing games again on Ziggy's Live and everything else. Cannot get a straight answer out of him. They
Brittany's
do
right. He is also detoxing at this time
Yeah,
when he
that.
was
he is.
sitting there
Exactly.
rattling off. So
He's
He is.
he's a everyday user. He shoots that crap in his arm.
Yeah, and it's
so
gonna
he's
take a
probably
minute
been
for his
sick
head to
for
get
the last
straight.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for the last 2 weeks he's been sicker than hell.
I felt sorry for him, and I give him a black truck. I says, "You haul that stuff off, whatever, get," because I didn't want to clutter up my driveway. He hauled that crap off. I says, "The motor's good. It's a brand new motor, bored 30,000 over. You know, and all he needed to do is put a harmonic balancer in it." But he hauled it straight to the junkyard for meth.
Mm.
I think it was. Oh man, I don't know.
And honestly, the best place he could be is jail because
Absolutely, I agree with you 100% on that.
I mean,
Yep, that's right.
at least they'll
That's
keep him off
right.
that crap for his head to get right, and maybe he might have an answer to something, and then they can give him a lie detector test, and then maybe then they'll get somewhere.
Yeah, I agree with you. There was a lot of traffic coming in and out of our hauler because of Fred Hill. He needs to own up to this shit. That fucking asshole needs to own up that
And you
he's
know
the
what else,
fucking
Don?
reason that all that traffic was coming in and out of our hauler. And I want to beat his ass so bad and make him realize this.
Yeah, I don't blame you. And another thing is, him having that horse, and I was wondering, like, if somebody, if they could have lured Summer to the road with a horse or with an animal, because the dog, they traced her footprints and her smell,
Well,
her scent down there.
I'll promise you that Summer would never leave our property, but there's the possibility that someone could have lured her, like you just
There's
said.
a little kid that's 5 years old. You
Right,
don't know. I
right.
mean, you
That's
hold up
right.
something that they love, like a horse or a puppy or a
That's
kitty
right.
up. You don't
Yes,
know.
that's right. That's a possibility. I don't think she would ever leave from around her.
Hold on, guys. I'm looking for something. Because of that part, I have two videos to show you. Um, Give me a minute to find it. I'm sorry, I told you I didn't listen to this. Horses. Hold on. I hope I don't have them set on private. I apologize. I really want to show you these. We're about to go over the second Fred Hill family feud in a few minutes. Okay, here's horses. They just addressed horses.
I don't like him. Our horse got loose one night, and well, I ran into her and Andy as I was going out walking a holler looking for him, looking for that little horse lad. And they told everybody that I was walking in out of the holler with a flashlight, smoking meth, which is bullshit.
Yeah. I think speaking of the horses, I think that wasn't it Jody Sue like saying that you used to ride your horse out here? Did you ever? Yeah, and I think she was trying to accuse you of stealing things or something. I don't know what she was trying to say. That lady's so crazy. That lady is so crazy. Does she have a reputation?
That hobby when this man over here, I had a little mule, and this man over here, every time I had him tied and up here, I'd tie him out and stuff, and he'd take and cut him loose no matter what I put on him. He even under lock and chain, he'd cut him loose.
What the heck?
And, I mean, he told me everything, man. He told me. But I feel like he has threatened me that he would see that I wasn't in his car no more, so no matter how extended he had to go, you know.
Wow.
I mean, that came out of his own mouth.
Wow, something happened to
He
you.
will property all around me now. I mean, I own, well, my mom owns 5 acres just right here, just like what you see in this bowl.
Yeah.
But he owns all the way around it.
um as it runs up the way there, does it end right at your driveway, kind of? Does it like go right there by where the driveway at 207 is?
The what now? Say that again.
That limestone branch, there's that little creek that runs all the way, like from where Beach Creek is, around the Wells property, and comes all the way up.
Oh yes, it goes up by the house.
It goes up by your house.
Yes, it goes all the way up in the holler actually.
Okay. How much water is in it? Does it have much water in it ever?
Not usually.
Like, is it dirt or is it like is there water in it?
There's water in it, but it's just some places it's dry and it's not.
Have you ever seen people riding horses up and down it?
It's been a while since Ed moved up there. He don't allow nobody riding, but we used to ride it all the time.
Okay. That's interesting.
We had a horse that got shot in the holler when we lived up in the holler. Someone shot one of our horses.
How long ago was that prior to Summer going missing?
Probably about 3 or 4 years.
Oh, okay. And do you think that could have been the grave that? See, there was some attention brought to a horse grave out there, and I was just wondering if that was the same one.
I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about it, but
Okay. What'd you guys do with your horse? Did you bury it?
we buried him.
Okay.
He was put under the ground.
Okay.
Our children was there to witness it.
Right.
I'm sorry to hear that, Laura.
Our kids was the one that found him.
That is horrible. I
Yeah.
have another.
Who do you think shot the horse? What horse? What horse are they talking about, Laura? You know
My
something
horse.
Yeah,
Who do I think shot it? James Light had somebody do it.
James Light. What's his? Is he related to Frank Light?
I think they was brothers. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Because I don't know if I know or have heard of James Light. I don't think. Oh, by the way.
He was in prison when all this happened.
Okay. Who was?
James was in prison when all it was happened with Summer.
Oh, okay. No, but by the way, saying that her and Fred came up with this great plan and crushed all these bones and set them out over, that property.
Tell her I said she's a liar and she's stupid.
She probably did all by herself.
I was there when Fred found the bones.
I bet Jody Sue's the one who put him out there. She probably is the one who did that.
Probably.
They could have been a number of people up there. David Bass and them, they killed stuff all the time. That's who lived there on that property at one time.
Right, David Bays, right?
I mean, it wasn't nothing. That's who we had got that horse off of that somebody shot up in the holler. The poor thing was laying over a bank. It'd been hanging there for 3 or 4 days.
Oh my God.
Didn't have no hair on its back. Its bottom jaw was broke. Its back leg was broke, or the bottom part of its leg was broke. It's shoot, I forget what it's called.
Oh my God.
And I mean, you could stick your finger in that poor horse's back where it had wallered all the hair off of its back.
Aww.
And had sores on it from rain rot. It was so thin that his backbones was stuck up.
Whose horse was that, Laura?
David Bass.
That is so sad.
And its bottom jaw was broke. It had a back leg broke and its front leg was broke. But Fred brought this horse back to, it could pull a wagon.
Mm-hmm.
It could do anything. This horse would literally meet people at the bottom of the holler, because we lived further up the holler than where we lived. And he would get people to go to the grocery store for us, and they would meet us with the horse. The horse, he could send the horse out and load the wagon up, and the horse would go right back in the holler, take the food up there.
That's awesome.
And he'd pull up, and he'd just pull up and stand there until you got him unloaded.
And then
we took him to a wagon train one time, and we taught him how to get the snaps loose on his leads in case he ever fell again or anything. Because it's steep up there in that mountain in some places. And he could get the snap loose on the lead, and he would unfasten the other horses.
So did David leave him out there just to die? Is that what happened?
Well, David at the time, he was trying to overcome being an alcoholic.
Yeah.
And he was gone and had the horse tied up, and he was in the hospital for his liver was messing with him real bad and he was bleeding. And when he came up there, we came up there to shoe a horse for him one day, and he told Fred that colt had got down over the bank and wanted to know if Fred would go put him down. And Fred told him, he said, if I can get him up and get him out of here, get him in a trailer, can I have him for the girls? And David told him, yeah.
Oh.
Fred slopped that horse for the first 2 years like you slop pigs. And he put him a bucket up on the fence post, and that horse would take and hit that fence post every time and knock the feed down in the corner of the bucket so he could get to it. He was smart, very smart.
And somebody shot and killed him?
Yep.
Oh man, I bet you guys were devastated. Especially Fred.
We looked for him for 3 days.
Who
and
did that?
we went.
You say you didn't want to say, never mind.
And then they told us, the one that shot it, told us that I bet you find it with a bullet in its head.
Oh my God. Oh, I know who it was. Don't I? I know who it was, don't I?
I think so.
Yeah, I know who it is. It's the one that's been tormenting Fred for years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, both of you guys, really. Okay. Anyways, I don't want to say if you're not going to say. So, what was the other thing there was something else I was just about to say. Oh, didn't you say law enforcement asked you something about horses?
Yeah.
Oh.
Something about a horse with no shoes on.
So law enforcement asked Fred if he knew anybody who had a horse that wasn't shoed, yeah. Whatever, didn't have like shoes, whatever you call it. Mm-hmm. And why did they think that? Because it looked like there was horse tracks near it?
No, they didn't discuss that with me.
Oh.
They just asked me a question.
So he doesn't know why he was asked that. He just, law enforcement asked him
that was the first day.
So the first day that Summer went missing, they asked Fred if he knew anybody who had a horse that was not shoed. And he doesn't know why he was asked that.
Which I didn't at the time.
And he couldn't think of anybody. And you still don't, I don't think.
No, I still had one at that time that didn't have shoes on. But I thought it's odd they asked that, you know.
It is odd because, horses came up several times in Summerwell's since she's disappeared. It's came up, and, from the time that Leslie Earhart from the TBI, was on doing that update, and there goes a horse with a trailer stuck to, or something stuck to the back of it, a trailer or something. Huh?
I was around that horse all the time. I know it wasn't that horse.
You know whose horse that was? Whose?
David Bay's horse.
Oh, Fred thinks it was David Bay's horse. Oh, he said he knows for a fact it was David. He's like, he said he rode that horse a lot. It's David Bay's horse. Why did people think it was Frank Lights, though, or was one of the lights?
They own horses and stuff. They just assumed.
Oh. See, I was thinking it was thought to be one of Frank Lights.
That horse just kept on Knox Pope Road.
It was kept on Knox Pope? Mm-hmm. Oh, so it wasn't even kept on Bay's property. No. Okay, so the horse was kept off of Knox Pope Road. Isn't Toothpick Dude the one who took JLR through all the brush? Brandon?
Brandon Clark.
Does he chew toothpicks?
No, I don't think so. He might have had when he didn't have alcohol to drink. I don't know.
Summer did love horses.
They live in Carlos all down there. I don't know what horse.
Yes, Tawanda, that horse. That was David Bay's horse. So Fred has rode that horse before. And it was a horse, and that horse was kept over on off of Knox Pope Road. Brandon has a horse. He showed it to JR. A lot of people have horses out there.
Yeah, there's a coat out of that horse.
It was a colt. What?
There was a coat out of that horse that ran away.
Oh, really? Yeah. So that horse that you're talking about that Brandon has, that is, so it's a colt. You mean it's child?
He was his father.
So the horse that was running away was a male horse, right? And it was the father of Brandon Clark's horse.
Brandon Clark, so that horse he had to Roy Light.
And now that horse is owned by Roy Light.
I saw somebody talk about another member of the Light family. And that member of the Light family coming up is Roy Light. This right here is just his Google or his not Google, his Facebook photos, you know. He goes horseback riding a lot. And what concerns me about this is I don't know where Rory lives at. There is rumors about stating that the Light members of the Light family went searching for Summer the evening that Summer went missing. And we got to find out if that's true. I mean, why would if that rumor is true? So if there's any pictures or videos of the searchers on horseback, you know, we need to look into those and see who's on those horses. And then we need to find out why law enforcement allowed the family of a registered sex offender that live right there in the same community as he does go searching for a missing 5-year-old child. But
the one that Brandon had. So Brandon doesn't even have a horse anymore.
No, it's Roy Light, which is
after
Frank
Summer
Light's brother.
Frank Light's brother. Okay, Roy Light, Frank Light's brother. Mm-hmm. But you never hung out around Frank, ever were around Frank Light. Only
I couldn't tell you what Frank looked like. I don't even know what he looked like. If I even seen him, you know. I know Roy and his other brother. I just said his name, Roy and Jamie.
Roy, and he knows his brothers, but not really Frank. He said he can't even tell you what.
His sister or
Annie. You don't know Annie?
I know of her. I don't know what she looks like. I know she had married a Dykes, Stanley Dykes. So.
Her house unless she was lured, like you said.
Because have you ever watched them shows that they do? Because they'll
Yeah.
get the parents sit up and they'll go,
Yeah.
"You think your kid wouldn't talk to a stranger?" And every
That's
one of them,
right.
every time they do it,
Absolutely.
because, you know, people like that,
Yep.
they're so manipulative. They know what they're doing and they plan it ahead of time.
Exactly. You're absolutely right. Yes,
And they
ma'am.
sit and wait and watch. And, you know, I said from the beginning, I said, it's got to be somebody close by there that I
Yep.
think, because they're sitting watching and
Yep.
waiting for the right second, just the right second.
I agree. But there's one thing we got to stick with. There are two things we got to stick with. The boys are the last one that seen her go down in the basement. And
Yeah.
number two, the dogs, the police dogs, followed her scent, not down the driveway, but down the dog trail, and it dead ended on the road.
Okay.
That's what
So
we have
still
to go
right by
with.
the road. That's still right
Yes.
by the road.
Right. Which means she was thrown in a vehicle. And
That's what I said.
Fred Hill was leaving out that time, hauling some scrap metal off at that time.
Oh yeah, I heard that on the.
Did he have a red truck?
No, he doesn't. He has a yellow Nissan.
What about that cotton?
I have no idea. I have no idea on that. I don't know. I just don't know.
Did you know Cotton?
No, I don't. The only people that I know is the people I work with all them years, Tucker Drywall, and all of them pretty much disowned me after this happened.
Dog trail.
Yeah.
That goes right up to that flat spot before your driveway, correct?
Yes, it does. I put in that little Mary's husband used to work at the school in Church Hill. He had a trailer house on the property of the school in Church Hill, that elementary school. Mary and her husband, I can't remember his name. So, what was the name? But yeah, he gave my mom that playground equipment from the school, and I put it in there for my kids.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's only like, yeah, it's right by the road, pretty much. That flat spot you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right there.
Right.
Don, do you know who a Chad Arnold is?
Yes, I do.
And so, somebody asked me. Said,
Yeah, Chad Arnold was married
died.
to. No, he didn't die.
I thought he died.
Not that I'm aware of, anyway. But Chad Arnold was at Fred Hill's house when when Candace was looking for Summer. She drove back in a holler to Fred Hill's house, and Chad Arnold was hanging out back there. I've been to Chad Arnold's house before, and he had all kinds of people hanging out in his
was he a
shed.
cracky?
Is he what?
Was he like a meth head like Fred Hill?
Yes. Chad Arnold loves his meth. Yes, he does. I went to visit him. Chad Arnold trains horses and stuff. He's really good at that. But he loves his methamphetamines.
That's
Is he a offender or anything? Is he on the registry?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because I did see quite a few around there whenever I looked. I pulled it up,
I went to his wife's house and visited with Chad Arnold a few times for various reasons, trying to get truck parts or whatever. And yeah, he's definitely showed me some big pieces of yeah, he's definitely into that stuff.
Did Fred Hill act like he had something like schizophrenia or something?
Yeah, he has meth-induced schizophrenia.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
I've heard of that
I've
part.
heard that. I have too. Yeah. It's almost like psychosis from meth. It causes psychosis and
Exactly.
Well, if somebody's already predisposed to getting it, it actually pushes it along. Some people can have it their whole life and not get the side effects from it, but the drugs can push it to it.
I've seen a difference in people because some people don't act the same on that stuff,
And it was a Toyota truck. That's Jody's mom's.
I knew that she had
See, that's why they don't like me.
So what do you think about Jody Sue and Andy? Do you think that there's any chance that they're involved, or
They got some property on another road, and it's odd that they went and checked that property that day, and ain't been that property in over a year.
is that where Jody Sue's living right now?
No, that's where they lived before they moved to
Right
his
here.
aunt's place. So. But it's straight across from that kind of church.
Yeah.
But it's, I feel like Andy and them had something to do with. I mean, helping do something.
Is that why was supposed to meet me today?
Because it was odd. when she went missing, they usually won't talk to nobody. They stay up on the hill and stuff. But as soon as she went missing, they didn't leave that road down there. They stayed down there for 3 days, day and night. They're trying to hear everything that's being said. I mean, it just made me feel like he's
paranoid.
Yeah.
She doesn't
And then
want anybody
the
speaking
fourth
to Andy.
day, he takes off to Knoxville and don't come back for over a month. And they get a restraining order against each other and everything. It don't make sense.
So they aren't really together. They're not
No,
together
no,
anymore.
no.
So she's telling the truth about that.
Yeah.
Where is she living at right now?
I'd say she's with her mom.
Where's her mom live?
I think it's Stardust Drive.
What?
Stardust Drive.
Where's that at?
It's on Lone Star.
Is that
in
near
Sylvan
Kingsport?
Gardens, yeah.
Okay, because she told
Well,
me.
like when you go out here and take a ride on Beach Creek, you get to the end of the creek, you get on Nobody's Gap, and it runs into Lone Star.
Well, I can't just show up there because she won't freak. She'll freak out. Do you think that they?
See, Andy's dad.
Yeah, George.
Yeah. See, he lives right straight across from Stardust Drive.
Huh.
That's how Andy and her met. You see, they right there.
How long have they been together for a long time, right?
Oh, yeah, it was a while.
She was saying 20-some
Yeah,
years.
she tried to say I tried to rape her and stuff, and only thing I done is get her ride home from the club. She was messed up, keep from her getting raped and stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so is it Andy's mom or Jody Sue's mom that has a right to Tacoma?
Jody Sue.
Because
Because she even made it ain't got the ladder rack stuff on that.
But it did.
Yeah. Because she even said down there when on the third day I just walked down there and was talking to them and Don and was searching too for Summer certain places and stuff. I figured he may have put her or whatever, because the way he acted that night, she was already dead. I mean, within 3 hours. I mean, everything he said was.
So what about Jody Sue and Andy? Are they dealers really? I heard they're being investigated for dealing
I don't
drugs.
think they're dealers. I think they was getting maybe some pot off of them or something. He was raising
Yeah, I
some
don't care
pot.
about that. I thought he was selling meth and that she was on like her cancer medicine or whatever.
I see. Me and them didn't talk that much.
You're a good source too, because I mean you were here with him also. I didn't know that he was like basically second cousins with Andy. And I didn't know his dad was Ben Hill either. And that's cool. Or his grandfather was Ben Hill. But he Ben Hill's kind of famous in this like on this road kind of because he's I don't know. How well do you know Jody Sue?
I don't know her that well. I just know her.
No. Do you know that there's a lot of lately, even a lot more since we were out here last, there's a lot more people thinking she was involved in somehow. And not like where she did something to Summer, but that she possibly sold something to, I mean, that's I don't know. She just seems she was really too worried about me talking to Fred, and it was weird. Do you know why? Do you think that maybe Fred knows about her and some drug stuff, and that's what she's worried about? Because if it's just that, then
They don't know nothing on them. Not drugs related.
Yeah.
I don't like them. Our horse got loose one night, and I ran into her and Andy as I was going out walking on a holler looking for that little horse led. And they told everybody that I was walking in and out of the holler with a flashlight, smoking meth, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm not smoking anything, it's pot.
Yeah. And anybody smoking meth is not going to. Oh, that's right. She said somebody left a meth pipe at the end of her driveway. Was she trying to blame it on you? A smash one is probably something she made up.
Me stealing little stuffed animals that they had hanging up at the bottom of their heel. She said that they took me out to town, give me a ride, let me out, and somehow I beat them back to town, and just so I could steal their little stuffed animals off their mailbox.
Is she kind of mental like that? Does she have major mental issues? I mean, is she known for that? Because she's coming up with some weird.
Fred told me that she said her daddy told her when she was 16 or 13.
Yeah, that I do believe something like that because I know her dad. He just passed, I think, but he was in prison for rape.
So I didn't. We just figured that out recently. I didn't know. Last time I was out here.
I don't believe that shit.
What that?
I don't believe anything she says, but I think she's just trying to fucking get sympathy.
And money?
Money. She just wants people to feel sorry for her.
She's one of those that just likes the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that's what it's looking like.
She can come up with, make herself look a little better.
Do people come out here and harass you guys?
No.
Without her, does she get harassed that you know of? I don't know if you know where her new location. I mean, I know where she's at. I know her. She's over. Do you know if what about that whole scream thing that Jody Sue mentioned? Is that true? Do you know?
Scream?
The day Summer went missing, one of her stories is that she heard a scream.
I don't have no idea.
Yeah, that's something I forgot to ask Fred last time I was here, and the police said it was unfounded. But
have they found out anything new?
No, and not really, and everything's. I mean, it's pretty much the same, but everybody's eyes are really, really on Jody Sue. Bad, and I don't know what she knows. Did you know Andy very well at all?
No.
I mean,
I don't know him that well.
Did he have a bad reputation or anything?
Mm-hmm.
Did Jody Sue have a bad reputation?
For being a whore.
Oh, really? Would she sell herself? Like, you mean literally a whore, or
nasty whore?
Like making money?
Yeah, she used to lift her bottoms up.
Oh, isn't that a stripper place? Mm-hmm. Okay, but she actually used to sell herself besides just dance?
From what I was told, she was. Well, I don't know if you heard about her Cloud Apartments at the Kingsport. They tore a whole freaking section of housing out just because Andy and her, whether they waited or they lived.
Oh, it was so gross?
Yeah. Because the whole place was condemned for roaches. And
so Cloud Apartments in Kingsport. Okay, yeah. So they lived there at one time. When people thought that she was one that would sell herself, like, did she have a pill problem? Is that was her drug of choice?
I think it's coke or crack.
Because Fred last time mentioned something about a silver car Andy was driving, and he said that the truck Andy was following went up to 167 Ben Hill. Do you know about a silver car? Like what car? Silver car Andy was driving.
Like Cube thing. This was a Cube.
Oh, is it one of their vehicles?
I think it was the one that Jody Sue was driving. That little Cube looking thing.
Oh, okay. So you don't know of any type of domestic abuse between Andy and Jody Sue?
She's always calling me, to be honest.
She would say that he was beating on her?
But I've never seen her this morning. I've always seen Andy walk away. From what I've seen, he just get in the car and leave. I ain't listening to it and say, I'm going.
Is Fred pretty close to him?
No.
Do you know anything about them snitching? Andy or Jody Sue snitching?
Oh, yeah.
Did they snitch to get out of something in like 10 years ago or something?
They snitched on a guy, Kenny Lawson.
Kenny Lawson. That sounds very, very familiar.
They gave him a ride home from the damn jail, and when he got in the vehicle with them and they pulled out, they got pulled over, and they found cocaine in the car, and they took Kenny right back to prison. As Jody Sue and them said that it was his.
But was it his, or? So did that happen? How long ago was it that she was known as somebody who would sleep around for money? Even while she was with Andy? Like, did he know about it? Was he okay with it, you think?
All I know is he took her to and from work and picked her up.
But
she didn't have a good name when I first moved to Tennessee.
Now, how long ago was that?
And that's been 20 years.
So
me and Fred's been together 20 years.
20 years. But does she still do those type of things? You think? Do you think she's still into drugs real bad, or is it just like occasional? Or
I don't know what she does now. I know she probably thinks she smokes pot.
No, that's not a big deal. That doesn't count.
But I don't. I'm not heard that she's done anything recently. I can't say that I've seen her hide or anything like that.
Yeah.
But that truck, that maroon truck that they was looking for,
Yeah.
Jody Sue was driving the damn thing. The little Toyota truck.
She's still driving it? Or
I know it was her mom was driving it.
so she was driving around that maroon truck around that time?
Mm-hmm.
She was.
Because it was 2 days later, like she come in the holler and moving her stuff out from Andy's. Driving that truck.
This 2 days after Summer went missing?
Well, after y'all come that day.
Oh.
It was 2 or 3 days after that. She gave me a ride in the holler.
And she was driving that truck.
In the yellow truck. We broke down to the front of the holler. And she just gave me a ride on up here because I was trying to get his truck on in the holler. And she gave me a ride on up here. And we hadn't seen that truck until that night. And Fred's like, did you realize what truck that was? I said, yeah. I said, that's that damn yellow truck. I mean, what truck is they're looking for? Maroon truck they're looking for, ain't it?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. He said, Jody Sue's the one that made that comment about him not finding the ladder rack.
Oh, my God.
Said all they have to do is take the ladder rack off of it.
Oh, my God. I wonder, I mean, are they still looking for the maroon truck? Do you know? Or or did they just figure out that it was like...
I have no idea.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it just don't make no sense.
Where did they say, do you remember where they said they saw the maroon truck, like the day Summer went missing? Like who spotted it and like where it was at?
I have no idea.
Or if it was just like...
It was seen in the holler, I think.
Just on this, so in the holler means on Ben Hill?
Mm-hmm.
I bet she was, you know what I think she was doing? I think she was waiting for Candace and her mom to get home that day in that truck, waiting to see what kind of pills they got. I really feel like that because I mean, I just know how I was, you know, I just remember back to my using days, and if they owed her Jody Sue some type of pills, like if like Candace or the grandma was fronted some kind of pills, or if they owed Jody Sue, because Jody Sue she had cancer, or or did she supposedly, or
I don't know. She hollered and said she was here not too long ago. She had cancer, but
she's not a very honest person. So what can we believe? You know.
I think it's just another fully sensitive.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she was waiting for Candace and them to get home that day, and she was waiting on something and wanted to see when they got home, so she was down in that maroon truck waiting for them. That's what would make sense to me, because I don't know, with the reception and stuff, I don't know if she has Wi-Fi over there, or would have, like, she probably would have been just waiting down there, especially if she was, like, going through withdrawals or whatever, and...
She still got her kids?
Yeah, I guess so.
See, that's another thing I don't understand.
Why is she not she's not responsible with kids? No?
I mean, for that little boy, most of his childhood, up until Andy's grandma died not too long ago, well, just about 5 years ago, she raised him. Kids him 24 hours a day. And
Holly did?
So mean. No, not Holly. It was Andy's grandmother. Lita.
Uh-huh.
The one that lived in there in that house.
Okay.
Lita. She was a sweet woman. But that little boy Andy was so damn mean to her, it wasn't even funny. I thought it would beat the crap out of him.
Does he have a bad reputation? Is it Andy Jr. that people call him? I guess his real name's Damien. I've been calling him Andy this whole time because Fred Hill called him Andy, and I figured that was his name, Andy Jr. I guess that's just a nickname or something, right?
Call him, what did Lita call him? Andrew, I think.
On his name, I guess, is legally Damien.
I really don't remember what his name is.
So does he have a bad reputation?
He was just a mean little boy when he was young. I mean, they wouldn't make him mind, and he'd pick up stuff and hit Lita. And her, no woman, I mean, old woman.
He would hit her.
Pick a broom up, hit her across the back with it.
A broom handle? Wow. Did he do
it? A little poodle.
Yeah.
He beat it.
He beat it to death?
No, not to death. He just beat it.
With?
He hit it with something. I don't remember what it was.
He hit up the poodle with something. Yeah. Did it get like?
He was just a little kid. He'd get so fit. I think Andy and them wouldn't show up like they were supposed to or something, and he was so fit. Sweetie would have to call us or call Ron, ask him if I can help her with him because he was so fit and beat her, throw stuff at her. And
does he have? Do you know? So, but does or Andy Jr. I'll just call him Andy Jr. Does he have? Is he known to do anything weird sexually, like sexual, like have anything that with kids?
I don't know about any of that.
Okay. Or peeping Tom? Was he in? Somebody now the new thing is that he was seen in the wooded woods of Dawn and Candace's area before Summer went missing. That he was caught back there snooping around or doing something. I don't know if you had heard anything like that. Mm-hmm.
You can see some people now, like they completely lost their daggone mind. Like, I mean, like.
Do you think Chad Cotton and Fred took Summer? Somebody just asked me that question.
I have no clue. But it's just like Dudley. That day, that weekend, I guess he went and done dope all weekend. He showed up Monday, and I guess I fired him Monday or Tuesday. I don't remember.
Brooklyn Wing.
I can't deal with that stuff. He said I ripped him off for money and everything else. He's lying.
Oh yeah, well he lied too on that interview.
Yes,
He
ma'am.
tried to act like he was such a good, upstanding guy.
And we've seen that everybody that has been mentioned has went down for some crazy shit.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Sort
and
of
I'm not claiming I'm an angel because I'm not.
None of us are.
No,
I'm not.
No, I mean nobody is saying that you are. I mean,
no, I just want to make that clear with y'all. I'm no angel. I'm trying. I'm really. I'm trying, but it's so hard.
Trust me, we all fall short. I showed my ass yesterday. I ain't even gonna lie. I did.
How do you feel about Andy and Jody Sue? How do you feel about Andy?
I don't think Andy had anything to do with anything, but I will say that Jody Sue is the biggest nutcase I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, why didn't she like y'all living there? Or why didn't she want people to sell the property around?
We've done everything we could to help Jody Sue. Even my private investigators went up and moved all her crap for her. Drove up that steep ass hill with his 4-wheel drive and moved all his stuff out of there. She tried to give us some a cigarette machine and some other stuff, and we was like, no, that's not right. That's your husband's probably or whatever. We don't want it. And she was just trying to be mean to Andy or whatever way. But our private investigators moved her crap for her out of the kindness of their hearts. Candace went up there and helped her out of the kindness of her heart and everything else. And we barely know her, and why she turned on us and said all this crazy stuff is beyond us. Other than trying to start her own YouTube channel or whatever, I don't,
maybe get back at her husband and just were just the side effect of it.
All these haters just come out the woodwork like cockroaches. It's crazy.
How about that other guy? What was his name? That he's a real bad dude. The one that got in trouble.
Don Sherfy.
Yeah, that Sherfy go because wasn't he friend with Brandon Lawson too?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know them people. All I know is Don Sherfy.
So, have you seen Andy Jr. do anything like you don't know? I mean, because last time Fred was like, "Oh, that kid's not capable of anything."
In the leg.
I know, that's just crazy.
That's just nonsense. We were laying, he get jerked up for fast and pigs.
Really, Fred's first cousins with Andy's
Mom.
Fred's really not getting close to any of them, to be honest. Fred's kind of a loner.
Yeah.
Sometimes somebody would say, oh, like, oh, he played that.
I don't know. I feel like those shoes was something involved in.
Yeah, I mean, something's going on.
Because her and Andy didn't stay. You never seen them at the bottom of their hill or nothing. Never. Never. You might see them pull up at their mailbox or something, or get mail or something when Louise coming in or out or something. When, you know. But as far as just standing down there, listening, trying to figure out what's being said and stuff. So someone went missing. They stood down there at Bomb Hill for 3 solid days and nights. Their kids brought them food and sat down there to them.
What were they doing? Sitting in chairs or something?
Yeah.
Right
Sitting around and standing there and sitting in. They had their car parked down there, sitting there and trying to listen, talk to everybody that was around right there and stuff. I mean, it just made me feel like they're trying to cover something up or something. I mean.
So I was wondering if that's what was going on with Jody too. Like she was scared of, like she was doing some drug stuff and was afraid of. If she had to go.
I didn't even know they didn't do no damn thing.
So why do you think something happened the 14th?
Well, I think how to say it. Just things that Jody Sue and Andy had said and stuff on the 15th on the evening, it's all been recorded. But just some stuff that they had said, stuff that made me. And the law even thinks that too.
Oh no. Why are they all so worried about land back there? Jody Sue and also the Redmonds. Why are they so worried about having that whole holler back there?
I have no idea why they're doing that. I mean, like Andy and them, they sold off and sold off and sold off. I don't know why they even saying anything, you know?
They've sold off? What do you mean?
I think it was.
I don't know.
They sold off quite a bit of property over the years, you know.
Yeah.
Off of that. But just like Andy, what reason they didn't want dogs there is because he had his pot patch right there at the edge of their property, the dogs in their property, and they was having a conflict over that.
Oh.
But just like Andy, what reason they didn't want dogs there is because he had his pot patch right there at the edge of their property, the dogs in their property, and they was having a conflict over that.
Oh. I figured it was something like that, so it was the pot plants.
Yeah, that come out Andy's own mouth.
Okay.
And it's on tape too.
Yeah. So law enforcement.
Like I was saying, I feel like Andy and Jody and Grandis and Candace and Dawn and Marlena, I think him's the key people right there.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That's
my opinion.
That's the main group.
See, a lot of people like try to say, well, if they have Andy on tape, then why isn't he arrested? You know, like if they had him on tape on the road and he's saying he wasn't on the road, that's like a huge discrepancy. Why aren't police like badgering him?
Yeah. Because if they arrest him on some bullshit charge and then they can't make it stick or whatever, then it clears him of other charges. You see what I'm saying? They got to make sure when they do pick these people up, that their charge is.
That's kind of like,
you know.
Yeah, like you hear that case about oh gosh, what's her name in Colorado? Barry Morphew?
Seemed like I'm hearing
Well,
something about it.
he was a suspect in his wife's murder or his wife's disappearance. And they didn't they didn't have a body until recently.
Yeah.
And this happened like a few, I don't know, soon after Summer went missing. It took a couple, maybe not soon after, but Barry was arrested and they didn't have a body, and they even charged him with murder and stuff, but they couldn't make it stick. They couldn't make it stick. They didn't have a body, and they had to let it drop. And then after they dropped the charges, they fined her. So I don't know what's happening. He hasn't been rearrested or.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's just like that. You see, it messes everything up. See that in that state, they'll have to have the body more likely. More or less what you're saying. And where they charged him with murder, and then they didn't have no body, and they had to release him because they didn't have no body. Then if they did find the body, they can charge him for that. So that's what I'm talking about in Summer's case, you see.
Yeah.
But in state Tennessee, they can charge you even if they ain't got the body. They just got to have a certain amount of evidence, that they are deceased.
See, that could be something else too. That could be also another reason why people aren't, because we don't even have a body, or we don't know where Summer is, so we don't know what happened to her. So it's hard to bring charges.
Yeah.
What are they charging Andy with?
What
could they charge Andy with? Like from just that, I'm trying to even think, would they even be able to charge him with? Like,
I don't know what they could charge him with, really. I mean, right now, just arrest him on without hard evidence, really nothing. I mean, they got proof that he was in the holler, this, but without the forensics, DNA of this and DNA of that, and then stuff here and there, it's hard to put them in place.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, see what?
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
Take more cameras on that road than just one.
Mm-hmm.
That puts a lot of people. I mean, you're even on camera when you come in and stuff.
Yeah.
When we first met.
Yeah.
Everybody's on camera that comes in that holler.
Did you see me? Did you see me on camera? You actually see me?
Yep.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh.
And people, all I know is Don Sherpy Sr. got with my stepdad's sister and has something going with her that I'm not aware of whatsoever, and why he turned on us, or why Mary, my stepdad's sister Mary, turned on us, I have no clue. I know my mother, when she was alive, told Mary that she was going to get the property, the property that we have now. And my mother told me that, that Mary and her husband Cecil and all them, worked for her hourly, and she led them along, and they thought they was going to get the property, and they was really just kind of, my mom said they were basically con artists. And she turned the property over to me, and that really pissed them off. But I don't know the whole story. That's between my mother and them, and my mother's deceased now.
Yeah.
So I don't know the full
When
story.
people pass away, all kind of stuff goes on like that in families.
Exactly. And, my mother had a court battle with the Hills, which would have been Jody Sue's or Andy's kin. They had a court battle over a piece of property across the street over there, right across from their house. And then the people bought that property in the back and just took over the property that they had to dispute over, and they couldn't do nothing about it.
Now a minute ago, Don, you mentioned Bellaton.
Yeah.
The Bernard fella.
Yeah.
Do you know if he's any kin to any of the Bernards in the Bellaton area?
I have no clue, brother. Andy Bernard seemed to be pretty up and up to me. we bought weed from him from time to time. He'd come up and says, "Man, I got some good weed, whatever," and we'd buy weed from him from time to time. And he was Andy Bernard has always been pretty straight up with this, and has never really caused us any problems or anything. So I really can't say anything bad about Andy at all because he's never done this wrong. But his wife,
Was more the problem.
yeah, yeah. But Andy's never done us wrong. I just hope and pray for his kids, that they turn out okay and everything. But Jody Sue Brown, she's lied on us continually.
Yeah, how old's your
Yeah.
boy? How old's your oldest son?
I don't know.
Did you notice it took Dawn almost 4 years to say an ill word about Andy Bernard? That was always really curious to me.
I ask you a question. Did they rule her out as a suspect?
They haven't ruled anybody out as a suspect.
That's
So
what
that's
I
a
thought.
straight, yeah, that's a straight lie right there. I mean, if she was at the bottom of the hill and Summer come up missing like she claims, why would they rule her out as a suspect?
And didn't Andy have an alibi for about being 45 minutes away?
Yes,
an
yes,
hour
ma'am.
away? And
Yes,
she
ma'am.
said that she was
Yeah.
waiting on Andy to get home, but she and planning her wildfire.
Well, Andy,
She said on PG.
TBI told me that Andy was at work. He's got definitely a rock solid alibi at the time of Summer's disappearance.
Yeah.
So then why would she
But
say that?
She said that she was waiting on Andy.
Well, that may be, but Andy did
But
show
Andy had
up
an alibi to
later
be
on.
about 45 minutes an hour away.
Yeah, he was at
And then
work.
she said she was planting her wildflowers.
Definitely,
That's a little
Joe.
sus to me, I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely, Jody Sue has no alibis, but her husband Andy definitely does.
Yeah, several times.
But see,
Yeah,
that was
they don't
after
care
Summer
about
went
it.
missing. Why would they care about after?
I know. Hey, they've been cameras on that road for years, honey.
Yeah.
It wasn't just for summer. It was before summer, years before summer.
I know, but I wasn't there before Summer.
Your call has been accepted.
Hey,
Yeah.
but I wasn't saying that you was there before summer. I'm just saying that you was on. It showed that you on camera and stuff too.
Yeah.
Not doing that. I don't get it. Shows you and driving in the holler and stuff. See, there's actually 4 different cameras on that road.
Yeah.
There's one as you come into holler at the stop sign,
Mm-hmm.
but it's across the road. It's straight on the other side of the main highway. So when you come up to the stop sign, you're on camera.
Okay.
There was one right before you get to Don Wills' driveway on the other side of the road, where I'm saying,
Don.
You asked Don. Right there on Dobbs' property, on the corner.
Or Don. I said Don. The blue roof Don, they call him, because he has a blue roof. Like, his name's Don too. The one that lives at Beach Creek in Ben Hill.
No, I'm talking about Jackie Dobbs.
Oh, okay. But Jackie Dobbs didn't have put up a camera, did he?
No, I had a camera set up there.
Oh, okay.
I had a camera set up where deers and stuff that come off of the bank.
Okay.
Get video of stuff. There's trail cams all up and down that holler that people don't realize.
Oh, okay.
Stop people in a lot of different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean.
So a trail cam, it does it just like if something passes it takes a picture.
Yeah. It takes every picture that passes, and some of them has video and audio. Yeah. So, and so Andy was even on camera on Fort Fields Road too. So, on the 15th.
But yeah, did he say he was? I mean, did he admit to that?
But well, he said that he was down. He went down there that day, but he didn't say why. But they're locking us down, hon.
All right. Well, yeah, call it. I mean, so this is all, you're not going to be let out probably again today, huh?
No, I won't be out again today. I'll talk to you though.
Okay. Sounds good.
All
right. Love you too. We'll talk later.
All right. Bye-bye.
I'd like to hear about that 138 Simpson Road property. Like, if she knows who lived in those trailers that are stacked together.
I don't know anybody over there.
You don't? Okay. Because there's like those two trailers that are pushed together. Do you know? And there's a little cemetery back there.
No.
You have never noticed?
I know where Jerry Simpson used to live, but I couldn't tell you if that's where it's at or not.
Who? Gary Simpson?
Jerry.
Oh, Jerry Simpson. Okay.
I think that was his name. I know he was a creep too.
Okay. And was that somebody that was related to Cotton Simpson, you think? Roy Simpson?
I have no idea. I know that he was raping Andy's grandmother.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm going to have to go into my ancestry and see Jerry Simpson, like Gerry.
I think that's his name. Ziggy, you can ask Fred what his name was. He'll tell you.
Okay.
But I can't remember. I'm thinking his name was Jerry, but...
What am I supposed to ask him? Ask him who?
Jerry Simpson.
Jerry.
But what if
Jerry? I think it was Jerry, Jerry.
Okay, Jerry Simpson. Okay, and you think he was living back over there?
I think that's where he lived over there, yeah. Ask him who was doing that, was raping Fleta. What his name was.
Oh, okay.
How long has he been gone?
Probably about 10 years now, I guess.
10 years?
Wait, which one's Fleta again? Who is that? That's
That was Andy's grandmother.
Okay, because I just want to, I don't want to say, I don't know if they would like block that word or something, so I'm trying to think of how to say this to him.
Had a relationship that Jody Sue and Candace had. Like, did you ever witness them going to each other's houses?
No.
Okay.
You don't know if they were friends or anything? Yeah, I don't think Fred knew either.
No.
Yeah.
And as far as drug activity, he didn't know anything really much about Dawn and Candace and, all Jody Sue and them. I guess they all just mind their own business there. I think everybody must have been into different types of substances or something.
Well,
That's okay, Laura.
That's what.
Is Andy Bernard, is in your eyes? I mean, it's just your opinion. Is he a good guy, bad guy? What kind of guy is he?
Andy, he's always been decent to me.
Okay.
I never seen out the wrong character out of him, no.
Jody Sue's
But
not as nice.
Jody Sue ain't nothing but a lying, trifling whore.
Oh my God. She would, oh man.
If anybody believes her, then they're stupid. I'm sorry, but I can't tolerate stupidity, and that's just stupid.
Yeah, she was just in the chat having some things. She was in the chat earlier, I guess. I didn't notice until after.
And she just makes herself look stupid.
Well, she said, I don't know. She recently came out and said that she knew about some. And I mean, I'm not giving her a hard time about it because I'm sure she already beats herself up about it, but she knew about some type of that she knew that Dawn was taking the boys to dope houses, and coming back with and the boys supposedly would be bruised and have, I don't know. That's what I don't know. That's Jody Sue's claim, and she said she feels bad and she was crying because she says she could have maybe saved them. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think it? I don't know. I mean,
I think it's just another plot to get attention.
She was really crying really bad, but I know a lot of people do think that.
Man, she can turn the tears on quicker than anybody ever seen in my life. I speak the truth. If you don't want the truth, then don't ask me.
Why do you think that she would? What do you think the purpose of her making that up would be? About her making up that she
attention. She is suffering from not having enough attention, man. She's got to have attention from people. That is what she's always been.
Okay. Even though
man,
it has
when she comes up, people make fun of her.
When what?
when she worked at Bottoms Up, they made fun of her and booed her off the stage.
Oh, is that a strip club?
She'll get up there and do it.
So that's the strip club, right?
Yes.
Okay, but so you think she would even lie about a case like a case about a little girl missing?
I think she would lie about anything that she thought that she would bring her attention. I'm sorry, but that's the truth.
You guys didn't hang out with Jody Sue or anything ever?
No.
Okay. All right. All right.
Like I said, I didn't like her because she got all over Facebook and said that we was looking for a horse one night, and she said that I was smoking meth walking out of the holler and that I was trooping, and they'd give me a ride, and then give me a ride out town, and then I ended up beating her back home, and I was stealing her damn designs off her mailbox. And I was smoking pot, and they smoked it with me, and then she wants to get on Facebook and tell that.
So was it very common that Jody Sue just to make up stories about people way before all this happened with Summer Wells? Was it something known in the community?
Yeah, and she also got on Facebook and said that Ronald was selling pills, and that's the reason why she had to homeschool her children, because there was so much drug traffic.
Huh. And who was selling pills?
Fred's dad.
Was Ronald selling at the school? Wait, but no, Ronald didn't sell pills. That was just a rumor, right? That Jody Sue said?
Yeah. She said that that's the reason why she was homeschooling.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So why would that affect her kids? I don't understand.
Because the social services was in on her too, on her ass too, for her children not going to school.
Oh, she wanted an excuse. I see. Okay. Yeah.
Said that she couldn't let her kids even go to the school bus in the mornings because of the drug traffic.
Oh, okay. Well, they have online school now these days, but I don't know how good the internet is out there where she's at. I mean, it's pretty. I don't know if you guys can get good internet. It's paid for.
No. HughesNet, and it's a joke.
I was kind of curious too. Like, what kind of relationship did you see that Dawn and Andy had? Did they seem like they were friends and had any type of a relationship? Did you ever see them going anywhere together, or hanging out?
No.
Okay.
I seen Dawn handing money the day that Summer went missing.
Yeah. That's crazy too. I'd like to know if has anybody. I wonder if anybody's asked him that, or if he's answered that. Actually, he might have said, I don't know. He might have answered it before.
What I heard was, so Andy and Jody were able to get out that night and get food, and Dawn gave him money to get them all food too. That's why, to get food. That's what I heard that was about.
Well,
because
that's funny because the other neighbor that lives in the house in front of Fred's mom and dad's brought them food that evening too.
Right.
He was at work at the time of Summer's disappearance.
Wow.
CBI confirmed that with me, told me that because I was concerned, and I went to them with that, and I was like, what about Andy? And they told me, well, he was at work. He has a rock solid alibi. And I was like, okay, yes, sir. And, but definitely Jody Sue does not. She's a liar. She's the biggest liar I've ever seen in my life.
And she said out of her own mouth, I think I heard her say she didn't even like kids that much.
I have somebody in the chat wants to know, Dawn, said, what kind of party did you have before Summer went missing, and who was there?
What kind of party?
I've never heard of that yet.
That's kind of that's really a rude question, I mean, because we didn't really have parties or whatever, but that's really rude, whoever, and disrespectful for whoever said that. The only kind of parties we had is like I'd go buy fireworks with my kids, and me and the wife might drink a beer. You know what?
Yeah.
If that's illegal,
if you got invited to a party at Dawn's house, you better have your hiking boots on to walk up that driveway.
Right. But I mean,
you're just going to go hang out and party.
Well, we would usually hang out with our kids and maybe light fireworks, and we might even light a bonfire for our kids, and we'd sit there and just have a good time with our kids. But as far as a party, I mean, if
Well,
that's what you want to
I
call
think
it.
they meant it because they just want to know
Did
if
you
anybody
know
was there as a
that you
sus,
didn't
like a
know?
friend
Yeah.
party.
That you didn't
No,
know.
we didn't really have friends over there. But people might show up like, you know, there was a few people that might show up begging for money. There's a few people, I won't mention them by name and I won't put them out there like that. But we had a few people that might show up that was begging for money so that they could go get their pills or whatever they wanted. I recognized that and I understood that. But Candace's mother or whatever didn't quite understand that. But I understood that. But usually they might loan them $10 or $20 and they'd go their way. I won't mention them by name, you know, or anything. But as far as
Yeah.
a party, no.
I think it was pretty much a question just to see if anybody who was up there
More of a
suspicious.
gathering, not really a
Yeah.
party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any
The only
oddball
gatherings, yeah, we had gatherings with our kids, you know, because we
Yeah.
loved them and we bought I buy fireworks all the time. And like I said, me and Candace ain't perfect. We might have a drink or two or three. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And but that's
Nobody's questioning
pretty much.
about
Oh, Marlena's
Yeah,
daughter's birthday party.
I don't know about that. Yeah, she was up there for a while. You know, Marlena's daughter, but Marlena, I don't, I don't want to say nothing bad about her either. I've already said all I've had to say about her. Journey, you're talking about Journey. Yeah, Marlena's daughter's name is Journey. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, man, well, I've already been through that.
Yeah.
These people go out and steal and sell whatever they steal for drug money to get high. I mean, that's what they do. We try to keep them away from our house and stuff, but on the other end of the spectrum, you know, like Marlena, we tried to help her out, and until we realized that she just wanted money for drugs, you know,
Mhm.
and you know, and she would dump her daughter off at her house, and you know, it's a sad situation. But about 2 weeks before Summer come on missing, I told Candace, you need to take Journey to her grandparents' house or her cousin's house and get her. We ain't doing this, you know, because Marlena would just dump her off at her house and just leave her there and go out and party or whatever she was doing. And I'm not going to do that. So about 2 weeks before Summer come missing, Candace took Journey to her grandparents' house and put her in safe hands. And then
It
about a
sounds like
week and
that's
a
where she needed to be, maybe right then.
right, yeah, because Marlena was just dumping her off at her house and just leaving her. We wouldn't even see Marlena. She didn't give a damn. To be honest, Marlena was the type of person. If you was friends with her, she'd come over to your house, and if you wasn't home, she'd steal everything off your porch and
Oh,
everything else, and go sell it for drugs, and buy drugs and everything else. She was doing it to her own sister. She was doing it to us and other people that we know of.
That's the end of that video. We're going to continue with the video about the cousins. We'll end that one, and then I'm going to go back into Ziggy and Sweetie Pie Low.
Because I was standing there when she took it up on the hill.
Yeah, they were all trying to gather food. I think they didn't know they were going to get that food from the other neighbor, but Andy and Jody were able to get out that night and get out of the holler and drive. So they were the ones who were going to the store for things. So I think that's what I don't know though. I don't know the truth. That's just what I heard was that because of the fact they were able to get cigarettes, they could get stuff, so they were to bring
What'd you
stuff
say?
back.
What'd you say, Laura?
pot.
For pot? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
probably
Dawn
was.
said pot too. I think
Yeah, it
Dawn
probably
said it
was.
might have been pot.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Where was Ronald that day? Laura, Andy B says y'all saw Ronald, not him. Whoa, did you hear that, Laura?
Oh my God. Does he really think I'm that fucking retarded? Man, I know the difference between a black Ford Ranger and a damn silver car.
And plus, Ronald, they look completely different, though, don't they? Wasn't he like basically?
Yeah, but like Ronald was an older man. I mean,
He passed away in November after summer went missing. He was not in good health
he couldn't even drive himself anymore.
at that time. Yeah, so I mean, the fact that he's making excuses about that makes him look even more suspect to me. I don't believe it's like Kay Crank said about it was.
Well, first of all, why did he go to his property down the road? I mean, he hadn't been there in several years. Why on the day that Summer gets missing did you have to go to your property?
Yeah, and then Fred said that.
Answer that for me.
Yeah, and I wish I had my conversation with Fred. My last conversation with Fred when I went and saw you guys the last time. It didn't record, but that's when we talked about when Fred mentioned about the how the law enforcement had mentioned something like an area of disturbed dirt over there near where the Bernard property was off Fields Road. And Fred swears by it. He swears that law enforcement said that it looked like there had been, like she had been moved, like that she had been there at one time. So that's crazy. If you're aware that Jody said she burned the goddamn creek down, and does she think that Jody possibly could have started that fire?
She burnt the creek down?
She was saying she was threatening about burning the goddamn. She's threatened stuff like that before, but do you have an idea of who possibly did that to your guys' property?
Yeah, I know who done it.
Do you want to?
But I ain't gonna say.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
But it wasn't Josie Sue. She ain't got the fucking balls to do anything like that. She's all mouth.
Oh man.
Sorry, I can't help it.
No, you're good. She put up a picture recently of her walking barefoot on Beach Creek. Like,
wasn't that a creepy picture?
Yeah.
It's like the ghost lady of Beach Creek.
Yeah.
Just like the day that the Summer went missing, she said that went down to the creek.
Mm-hmm.
And something about she washed her feet off or something in the creek,
Right.
and was looking for footprints of Summer.
Yeah. And so she washed off.
I never did make no sense of that.
Right. No, neither did anybody else.
It sounded like she was saying that more or less saying that she was down there trying to walk, more or less just cover up proof that Summer was down that way.
Yeah.
Because why else would you be down there if you wasn't trying to get rid of something? Because they were looking for a child.
Yeah.
They're trying to find out who's been through here. If you're barefooted, then that's kind of stupid.
She was saying that she didn't want the dogs to smell her dogs or something crazy. I don't know.
She was thinking that
Like
the only thing I could figure out what it was is she was thinking that that her own natural scent was going to interfere with the search dogs trying to find Summer. And that's why she was trying to say she was standing in the creek for. But
that don't even make one lick of sense.
It really doesn't, but that's the only thing I can figure out she was trying to say.
Those dogs are trained, they were trained to go
through the water
for Summer, not for if the dogs would have sniffed her, then they would have assumed that Summer had been near her. If she was worried about that, well, that wouldn't. That doesn't make. There's so many things that people say in this case that make me go, "What?"
Yeah. That picture was eerie. It was a screenshot of a security camera, and it was in black and white, and it looked like it was like 4 a.m. But it said it was 4 p.m. on the camera, so that was weird. It looked like it was taken in the middle of the night at like 3 or 4 a.m. and she's like in pajamas, barefoot, in the middle of the night walking down the road, and she put a screenshot of that up I don't know what she was showing, but it was interesting. It made some interesting conversation for like 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, who's on meth now? 4:30 in the morning. Come on now.
Well, she has some awfully long lives for someone, and she just babbles and babbles and stares and babbles and stares and babbles and stares. It really, really gets on my nerves. I can't watch her for more than 3 to 4 minutes, and then I have to change it and hope somebody clips something interesting she says. And then also, while they're telling you what, they have to tell you what she said, because you certainly can't understand what she said if she's in one of those moods, like Charlie Brown's school teacher.
Somebody has a question. Did you ever hear anything about Fred supposedly helping Jody kick shells into the creek?
She kicked shells in the creek?
Yeah, that's what Jody Sue said.
No. Just like her and Fred was best friends.
Well, she said
I've seen Fred literally pull out of the parking lot to keep from talking to this girl.
Well,
go to another store. And us with switch tags on our vehicle, no driver's license, knowing that if we go much farther, then we're probably going to get caught. But he still do it. Just to avoid her.
Oh my God, that's funny. Wow. Yeah, well, Fred confirmed who you were talking about. That you're. I forgot to tell K Crime, but I just want to say right here. Yesterday we were talking about a Jerry Simpson. That is the correct name of the guy who abused Fleta. You said Fleta, right?
Yes.
I don't know how to pronounce her name. I forget how it's spelled, but I spelled it Fleta. But I know that's not how it's spelled.
I think it's spelled out E-E-T. Fleta. E-D, I think, maybe. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Myself.
Well, he said it was Jerry Simpson. So, I just worded it like, I just said, who was the person who did bad, or I said, was the person who did bad things to Fleta, Jerry Simpson? And he just said yes. Because I don't want to ask him, like, I want to be careful about what I type, you know? I don't want to type killed or murdered or, you know, because I'm sure certain words would set off some type of alarm. I don't know.
Fred called him, when me and Fred first got together, Fred called him at the bottom of the driveway, drunk. I got to tell you this because it was so funny. Yeah, he was still alive when me and Fred first got together, and he was drunk, and he was sitting at the bottom of the lady's driveway and had the driveway blocked, had the whole road blocked. Fred took and put his truck in drive and pushed his truck off the bank.
Oh my gosh! And you're talking about James Light?
No, I'm talking about Jerry.
Jerry Simpson? Oh my God. Well, he's an RSO, so we don't care about him. So go, Fred. We don't care about RSOs.
He stopped teaching the most of
I always thought we had a good relationship. I mean, I know, yeah, obviously I went to prison. Shortly before that, you know, he had his situation in Virginia, and that's kind of when our relationship changed some. But, you know, I had thought we were still okay because, you know, I didn't take sides on none of that. And it's very hard to be a neutral party in a situation that intense. I let him have his say, I let Julie have her say, and I didn't take sides. I found out about it when he went to jail after the fact. You know, my sister had had multiple conversations with me about what happened. My mom had several conversations with me about what happened. And after he went to jail, I went with Mom to every one of his court appearances. I was a contact with the CPS, so when they couldn't get a hold of Fred or Laura. Fred has a weird perspective of how things went down. But my sister had went to talk to Fred. I guess I need to give you a little backstory about why she went to talk to Fred to tell him she was leaving. And she had originally went up there because Laura was having some kind of lower back surgery. It was minor. I've had 2 of them and didn't need no help. But she had the baby, and at that time, Fred had custody of his oldest daughter, and then they had their daughter together and the baby. So there was 3 children plus her daughter, Laura's daughter, from before she met Fred. She would come there and stay. So evidently, Laura having lower back surgery, she needed help. So Mom convinced my sister to go up there and help them. And they had a little camper up there. Julie stayed in the camper with her husband and her daughter, and she would, help with the baby and help, cook and clean and stuff like that. Her husband was ran off. Fred ran her husband off. That's a whole other story.
Right.
Fred, you know all about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
Yep.
The situation got pretty volatile.
I'm sure.
And Julie had went to enroll her daughter from the school that they were all going to, and she had a conversation with the principal that concerned Fred's oldest daughter, and it had to do something with drugs being taken into school. And she had enrolled her daughter and came back to the house.
This is why I showed you this. We spoke about it earlier today in my first live about what started the fight that had Fred Pugh in his home that Sweetie Pie Low and Ziggy are about to downplay. Extremely downplay. And how the sisters have switched, even according to Karen. I have other videos about this as well. We'll share another night.
And went in to tell Fred that the school was already aware of drugs coming from there into the school via his daughter, and that they had already contacted CPS. And she was there to let Fred know and give him a heads up, and that she was leaving, and that she didn't want to be no part of it. She was standing there with her car keys in her hand when Fred jumped up out of bed and went off on her, put a gun to her chest. Laura was in the house. She came in to the bedroom and was holding the baby and was standing right beside Julie. And Julie was hollering at Laura to get out of the room, take the baby out of the room. And she was begging Fred for her life. He turned the gun and shot into the corner, jumped back in bed and covered up, and Laura took off out the back door and Julie took off out the front door. Julie went to the camper. Laura went to the neighbor's house. Julie called Mom and told Mom. She said, I don't know what to do. She told Mom what had happened. And she told Mom, she said, I know if I get in my car to leave, he will shoot me. While she was on the phone with Mom, Fred had got up and cut the breaker off his camper. Mom hung up and called the police and told them what was going on. And that was the only thing that she could do. And when the police came, they questioned my sister. She told them, yeah, I got a pistol. They checked it for gunpowder residue. It had none on it. They checked her hand because Fred claimed that she was holding him at gunpoint and had shot at him. They checked her own spot, her hand for gunpowder residue. It was negative. That's why Fred was arrested. That's why Fred was charged with the charges he got. And contrary to him telling everybody he spent 5 to 7 years in prison because of that, he spent 3.5 months and got out. And while he was in jail, every court date that he had, I took Mom to him. And even the court dates that he didn't have, the CPS court dates over the children, I took Mom to those also. So yeah, I was there for all of them. Front and center. The only reason Fred did not get prosecuted for attempted murder is because Julie came back to Tennessee and refused to testify against him because she knew eventually he would get out. And if he tried to kill her once, he would definitely do it again. That's why he didn't do no more than 3.5 months and didn't get no more charges than what he got, is because Julie did not and would not refuse to testify against him.
Right. Nana for Life wants to know, did the VPS worker sit on Fred's lap during court?
No, there was never a time while I was there that I ever seen anything, any interaction like that. Any inmate that was brought in there for court was in shackles, and all those inmates were segregated to a section by
They keep them
themselves.
separate, yeah. Like when you go to court,
Yeah, they were segregated.
Separate.
And even I pretty much the only person that ever approached them was their counsel, and they were also guarded by officers to keep people from approaching them and to keep them from getting up and moving around or approaching. You know, I mean, they were guarded. So no, I didn't see that happen.
Totally. Just if people don't like fight with themselves.
I don't know that he even has it in him to harm somebody besides that shot to the neck he did to the guy, which he fully, completely admitted to when the cop rolled around, didn't he? He said, yeah, I shot the son of a bitch in the neck.
Yeah, because the guy was out there and he went and he was shooting at Fred, like he was pretty much supposed to, like he kept warning the guy, and that's why he didn't get any charge from that. The only trouble he was going to get in is like the fact that he was a felon with a gun because of that Virginia incident, which was a whole other freaking crazy incident. I don't want to get into because of the family dynamic of it, and they love to bring that up because they know they try to bring that up because they're trying to cause issue with Fred and his sister, his other sister, the good one, and we know what they're dealing with. So we just like totally just if people like fight with themselves, it's crazy.
Don't these people have a life?
I don't know.
I mean, Ziggy, they gotta not have a life to be. Say that again. What?
Don't they have nails to do too?
Exactly. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, it's like all day long they obsess about you. Right. It's insane to me. And then the fact that his own sister tries to hurt him, tries to smear him, ruin his reputation.
Yeah, it's bad. And it worked really well for a long time, you know. It really did. But I think that people don't want the tide to turn for some reason. And I just
But Fred is lying about which sister's the good sister and the bad sister. He switched the whole damn story. When even at the beginning of Summer's case, he said it was Julie that was on bath salts. That's what was left out of there. But I do have it in other videos. You guys can go look for it. I have 700 and some videos. Sometimes it's hard for me to remember where the videos came from when I put them. Right, Beverly? But she acts like she's known them forever and knows all the stories. Her and Fred haven't even been together long enough for Fred to sit and explain all this for her and her to take it in and soak it in. That bothers me. I really feel like Ziggy and Fred knew each other prior, or Ziggy knew his sisters.
I think it's sad because we should be working for what's best for Summer Wells no matter what. You know what I mean? And no matter how we feel about each other.
These people don't give a shit about Summer Wells. You can count on that. They do not care. Playing games the way they play all the time, they don't care about Summer. No, not for a second. They don't. They can take that to the bank. I think
Sweetie Pie, do you hear the essay that Donna Serafina puts on Summer? Do you hear how she constantly says Summer's unalived in the way she says it in the most ignorant fashion and way? Please stop. You're just as grotesque.
Fred have genuine concern and really, really do care. But these other people, these people who make up fake outrage and stuff, no, they don't care.
We're such directors for like for the few hundred a month we make in super chats, I guess, or no, in AdSense, not super chats. I don't make hardly anything in super chats, but
and you know what? That bothers me. Can I talk about that for a minute, Ziggy? Do you mind? I'm pissed. I'm pissed. I am so tired of seeing people who do evil, overt evil, all the time, and people throw money at them, hey, all day long, and then people that actually play by the book. People that play by the book, that try to do the right thing, that actually are righteous in this, they get nothing. Peanuts. It's messed up.
Yeah, you actually get in
It's
the negative,
bullshit.
and that's why this will be
It's
the last
bullshit.
case I cover. You know, I mean,
It's
definitely not
terrible.
about this, and I would love to leave YouTube. So I think it's hilarious that people think I'm trying to build my YouTube channel, or somebody's trying to. This certain one, I guess, made it said that he was going to make sure I don't hit my goal of having a successful YouTube channel. Is what somebody told me. She said, first of all, I don't have a goal of a successful YouTube channel. I have a goal of getting the truth, return of wealth, and then being completely done with this. Because trust, if it was for up to just me, I would be done with YouTube. But
absolutely,
you know, now that we have it, you know, it's different now that I'm with Fred, and yes, I chose that. But I can't allow people to. It's just there's so many lies
They're
out there.
abusing. No, listen, they're abusing you.
The child, it just seems like, you know, it's like your duty to tell what is the truth, you know, in a way, like when you know a lot of this stuff is lies, you know, and
that's the thing, is it is.
People don't understand that. It's like, do people not understand like the danger that goes along with this? Even put Fred in, and even myself, and people sit here and all they do is talk shit. Like that's what we get.
I know they are constantly maligning you, defamatory, slander, whatever you want to call it. They do it all day, every day. They get their rocks off on it, just like what you told me on the on the voice clip you sent me earlier. That's exactly what happens. They get off on this stuff. And how evil do you have to be to delight in other people's downfall? That is sick.
That's what's so sad to me about Ryan Finds Truth, because that's the same feeling I have like Donna, is because he portrays himself as this good person and like this really good man, but then like when things like with Tiffany's son, like that he posted and stuff,
that's unforgivable. Listen, that to me is unforgivable. You talk about somebody's son who's fighting for his life.
No,
I mean, have you no heart?
No, and double or what did how Donna put it? Double downs or something. Double downs. Like he doubled down basically on that too. His ego is too big to ever like really apologize unless it benefits him. Like it benefits him for, you know, like Killer Looks situation, because he knows how much Killer Looks is loved in the community by the majority. So he goes with the majority. He's like a little sheeple.
Well, he likes to ride people's coattails. That's what that is. He had to get his start from Donna. You know what I mean? Like, and you know what's really pissing me off about that whole situation is that I still remember when she told me the day that she had spoken to him on the phone, I think. She's like, yeah, this really nice guy. I just talked to him. I think she said for an hour or two. And he really wants to follow my clues and blah, blah, blah. And then next thing I see, she's on a video promoting him. And I remember actually, I think Tiffany Marie was doing a live stream and she was referencing the fact that Ryan Finds Truth was in some way like attached to us. I'm like, no, I don't know this guy. I even wrote her an email. I wrote Tiffany an email. I'm like, Tiffany, I don't know this guy from anybody. This is Donna's thing. Donna and I are two separate people. She does her thing. I do mine. And sometimes we come together. It's that simple. But it really bothered me because I felt like he was trying to ride her coattails back then. And sure enough, he was. She gave him all these subscribers by promoting it.
I think before even me or before her, it was me. And I think I even encouraged him to talk to Donna. And and then of course that even blew him up more. Like even more when he came to me, he only had like 2,000 subscribers. I'm not even joking. And he was all about like hikes for his brother and all that. Or, well, maybe he didn't come to me. I don't know exactly how it happened. I don't want to like lie about how it really happened, but he did kind of attach himself to me. And I tried to help him because I was like, I thought it would be like a good ally to have, because he presented himself as like a really good person and stuff. And that's why it bothered me so bad. Just like what Donna says, as like all these other people you expect it from, you know what I mean? There's certain ones you expect that are just like overtly overt piece of shits, you know what I mean? So you don't expect, I mean, you expect it, but somebody who's sitting there trying to portray themselves as like he was telling me on the phone, oh, I want to clear Fred, I want to help Fred, like, and you know, it's like he acted like Fred was like the best thing and how he was such a great person, he even portrayed on his channel. And like, I'm not even telling you, like within a week he switched, because as soon as he like of course these people had it any time that somebody comes around us, like they have to like go like ambush them and be like, oh, you know, try to tell them how horrible people we are or whatever. So they go at him in herds and make him think. So I can't decide if he was just because he's such a pansy like sheeple, he just went along with it, or if he's like actually here like getting like paid, or is he just trying to go with as a sheeple? So because he's very much an opportunist. Like if you go look in his background, he's been there, done that when it came to trying any way he can to try to become famous.
Right.
So
he's an opportunist.
Yeah.
He's been
So it's hard
trying
to say,
for a long time.
He's into doing those he's been part of social experiments, and he also hires people to do social experiments and write articles on it and stuff. So it's like,
Hold on.
really doing there?
Define social experiment. Are we saying
Like,
trying to get a pulse of the people, what they're
No,
into?
you hire somebody to act a certain way to see how the public will react.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, I see. here's what bothers me. Anybody who's going to constantly change
Okay,
who
your
they
gift
are.
was not kind, and actually, you can if there was a way to refund it, I would like send it right back to you.
Wait,
it was
say that
actually
again?
passive aggressive. She goes to me, she goes, also, she goes like that Rebecca that sent the $2 say,
Oh,
you know, murder effect. She goes, also, you're welcome for my $2, Ziggy. No need to express gratitude and say thank you for my kind gift and generosity. Don't worry, smiley face.
Oh my God.
What a loser.
These
Okay.
people are terrible, man. It's crazy.
Like
What
how
makes a
much-
person
I mean, they
act
pay
like
money to fool me. Like how like horrible of a person you have to be. Like for
Ziggy,
one, they
what,
probably
Ziggy, what do you think started this hate brigade against you? Because in my
Well, it was
opinion,
first. It was first. 6 Up. Like when she started, that was the main thing. I
Yes.
think. Well, when I
Was she
first
the
went
first?
to Tennessee, she wanted to go to Tennessee, and I wasn't bring anybody with me to Tennessee. I didn't know.
Right.
I'm a very like private person
Right.
or whatever. She just wanted to tag along, I guess, and didn't offer any type. I don't know. She acted like upset about that. But anyways, when I first time I go to Tennessee, that definitely was when I first. Well, actually, before that, I mean, Benny was at me from the beginning because the CPS leak, which it was not no CPS, a fucking leak. It was somebody. I mean,
yes,
it was somebody. You know, who claimed to have information and claimed, you know,
Which they did.
It's to be accurate, but anyways.
Hey, Ziggy, your information was extremely accurate, by the way. It was extremely accurate.
Totally accurate to this day, but it's just like, once again, people are jealous anytime. It's not just with me, but it is bad with me because somehow I've been like really, I mean, I did obviously go down there and I just feel I really didn't mean how it all happened. I just go around talking to people and record it, and I just happened to run into a bunch of people. And I'm a friendly, outgoing person, and I can't help it. But everybody else was scared to talk to Fred. I just, you know, because of the stupid, just because of the story. Like I actually was too at first. I mean, I was looking into the guy just like anybody else from a beginning, you know.
Yeah.
So she posted it, super chatted it, and then thank you 3 times. I mean, how much is that in her country? Like $1? I don't even think it's $2 here.
Ziggy, you're so funny. Oh man.
Well, these people act like entitled to you because they, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And then since I'm passive aggressive, like I don't see right through that. I mean, oh yeah, thank you for trying to offend me.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I think started all this insanity? Honestly, Ziggy, I think people, when you were doing your all night live streams when you first started and you had like 1,000 or 1,500 people in your chat all night long, I would go to sleep listening to your show sometimes and I'd wake up in the morning and you were still on. I was like, oh my God, she never went to bed. Like she's still going hard. She's burning it down. Anyway, it was pretty amazing that you could do that because when I do a live stream for longer than an hour, I have a headache. So I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. Or
I don't know how I did it either. I really didn't. It was fun at first when we first started, you know, it was fun. And also at the same time, like, yeah, I mean, at first it was worth it because I was making good money too at first.
Right.
And it, you know, and it was fun. And, but I mean, but I would get off there every time and have a headache, a migraine.
Mm-hmm.
I just got burnt out, you know. If had I been more steady about it, maybe I would have. I don't know. I thought, oh well, let's call it what it is. That's what my whole theory was at the beginning. Let's call it karma because that's what it is, you know.
Yeah,
might as well call it as it really is, and because that's what it turned into. I noticed. I mean, I wanted a discussion where an adult, where we could have like the actual debates in an adult manner. I didn't know how gross people really were. I should have known better, but I hadn't been in the community for that long to see too much.
To know how sick it could be.
I just went live one day and talked to people, and it just kind of happened. And I got interested in the case, and just I thought it'd be fun. And I was at that time I could afford it because you know I was making the money plus I was with Jim, and so we were splitting bills, obviously. So
right, it was more doable.
So I got to travel more easily, and I just went down there one time, and I happened to run into Fred. So and it wasn't anything staged. He didn't know I was coming. Gosh, it was very difficult to get a hold of Fred back in the day.
I bet. Because did he even have a phone?
There's no internet for one. Well,
Right.
there's no internet. In order for them to like message people back and stuff, a lot of times they would have to drive up the road, you know, and to get a signal. So and it was
that's
just a pain. But he would travel a lot of times to make stops and stuff, like to make dope runs, obviously, or to whatever. So he hardly ever had people come to his house for buys. Well, usually he would go out. Anyways, I don't know why I'm talking about that.
No, that's okay. I just, again, I have a hard time with people just pointing the finger at him. And I know that typically they do this with every case. It's kind of like the flavor of the week or the soup du jour, you know, soup of the day. There's a new suspect every day. But with Fred, it seems like it's stuck around for a while, and yet he's never been suspicious in my mind.
No, he was never like at the beginning. Oh shit, I don't know what I have. He like at the beginning of the case, never was like a suspect. The only time that, like, as far as YouTube and YouTube eyes, he became a suspect to people. Like once I released.
Look up just the receipts. She has a lot of proof that Six Up's a fraud and that Six Up's been doing crazy shit for years and years and years on the internet. I mean, like literal proof. And then at the end, there's a picture of a woman who I posted on my Facebook and a friend I'm going to keep private for many reasons. Attack me if you want. I don't care. She doesn't want her name out there. She has some personal family business, but she responded to me while I was live. My phone rang. And she got up and she said, Crystal, I know who that is. That's Joelle Keener. Six Up's using lots of my locals' pictures. I don't know if that's for sure her. This is why I asked Six Up to go live with her face. It's something Six Up's never done. Who states that? Oh, yeah, them. Bullshit. That shit ain't real.
He started talking to him, or mainly after Cotton Simpson stuff, and he started getting even more attention, and me and him started talking more. That's when they were just calling the jail, trying to cause issues for him, like harassing him there. That's why that's why that one CEO was like, was being an asshole and said, called him a murder suspect, and people ran with that. And we were talking about that during the live, and then people ran up with it like he was actually a murder suspect, and it was just a CEO being an asshole because these YouTubers calling there and harassing the jail. And these guys were so pissed off at Fred because of these assholes on YouTube. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but like they even 666. This is why we call her 666. Even contacted the DG to make sure I couldn't record in the store. Like she called there and told them that I was recording customers and employees, which no, I freaking was. I was just recording me talking in the food. Maybe that's somebody that you could see in the peripheral or something. And she called them and made them think that I was like, just filming them and like all this bullshit, put them links and stuff. So made it so I couldn't be on my phone in the DG. Then they've contacted now the gas station, is a new one. She's openly told everything about like, contacting CPS and stuff. They've been here so many times, I can't count it. She's like encourages her audience to do so. Like, can anybody tell me what I did to this woman to deserve the shit she does to me? I want to know why and why is that okay?
Well, you know who I would
overchat her in order to be more and more evil. That's why people encourage it because they're sick. People are mentally ill and like misery loves company.
Well, in the people that really need to be admonished are those that sit in her chat and super chat her and inspire more evil, because she knows the more low she goes, the more money they pay. That is freaking over the top evil. Like I call her Satan's sister.
And because they her and Fred's sister, because what they keep doing is if they don't get our attention, they'll go further and further and further. You know what I mean? Because we just ignore them. It's like whatever, who cares about talking shit about it? It's like we don't care about that. But then if they can't get our attention, they'll like contact an agency, or they'll contact the stores we're going to, or they'll get people going by pictures of us, or they'll freaking contact our family, or they'll contact my ex. Like she contacted my ex, a guy I dated for a few months. I'm not even joking. She contacted Jim's like sisters. It's weird.
It's beyond weird. Like she's the type.
Mugshots and it's like, what people are? Do you not?
Hey, Ziggy, can we look at the mugshots? Is that okay?
I don't know if I don't save them. I tried to send them to you earlier to see if I could find them.
I would love to see them. She's delighted in trying to smear me. She's delighted in trying to smear you, to smear Donna. Hey, show me the mugshots. I want to see them. I am so done with this horse shit on YouTube. I mean, what a bunch of juveniles. I'm seriously so done with YouTube. I don't ever want to.
The projection, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll have to find out later.
The outrage that we genuinely
on her. That's the thing. I just hate spending the energy on him because I feel like I know that she should be exposed and stuff. Like even those text messages I have from her child that her ex sent me, that he was like crying saying, "Oh, my mom's a piece of shit," and how she's on pills and can't get off the pills and like
exactly. And Ziggy, the thing is, you never spent time telling that story.
I didn't even save it in my phone. I don't even know where it freaking is. Like, you know what? That's how little I care.
But see, if it would have been you,
harassing me. It's not normal freaking reviewing.
I know. If it would have been
game shopping online, it's unreal.
Yeah, I know. It's evil. It's evil. I have a really tolerance.
They don't even just go online. It's like, if it was just online, it'd be different.
Oh, I know, completely. And it had been so long since Donna and I had really looked into a case much together. I mean, it had been, since Sebastian Rogers or something, maybe? And we talk about Summer Wells with you on 3 occasions, and they rake us across the coals. Like we broke some rule.
Thank God Donna's used to it. Donna gets the same. I mean, I would say, like, if anybody understands, like, what we deal with, like, Donna would definitely, because she definitely gets it.
But you know what? She didn't use. Here's the thing, though, she didn't used to get the hate. It was Cher that started all that bullshit. Cher is the one who decided it was open season on Donna. That's when it started. It was not before then. In fact, I told Donna, I said, I don't think it's a good idea to talk to Cher. She has nothing but problems. She's going to backstab you. I explicitly stated it. I knew it. It didn't require reading any tea leaves.
I mean, you weren't really talking at that when I started teaming up with her for that polygraph. That we should have just teamed up with you back then and arranged it with you back then. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think you were just taking a little break from YouTube or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I do.
Over the years, over the time, you just kind of lose. You don't. We hadn't talked for a while.
Oh, I know. And the thing is, it's so toxic on YouTube. It takes a lot to make me want to make a video or a live stream ever. It is that toxic. It affects me negatively, and it's just not worth it. And this is a perfect example. And I know they do it to you too, Ziggy. Yeah,
even it's like they go, oh, and not even that, they go to where I'm like, they'll follow me, okay? Like when I was doing sales on a different app or whatever and selling product, they follow 666 follow me, dude, or harass me over there, or she'll follow me where I'm doing tarot and harass me there. And it's like, dude, I thought it's all about Summer Wells and stuff. Why are you following me wherever I go? That is it.
No, she doesn't. Hey, she doesn't give a shit about Summer. You can count on that. She doesn't care about anybody but herself and her Zane.
I know, dude.
Dead serious. Dead serious.
Is like unreal. And then these people, like, as soon as anytime anybody gets upset with me, that's the first place I go, because they just want it's like the two sides, they act like if they are against me, they have to all of a sudden go to 666s and people who swore they would never, do that. And then, the new thing, guys, is this ring thing, okay? This ring,
Please tell.
I insisted it was a nice gesture. It was a ring that they had from their late husband. We took it as a nice gesture and accepted it. It wasn't something that they went and purchased. She wanted us to have it. She really wanted Fred to have it for me. Her late husband supposedly had the same name. And, I've always told you guys there was a cute story behind that ring. And I still have it. I knew that I was waiting just for the next thing for people to say I sold it or something. I just was holding it back there, just waiting for people to be like, trying to accuse me, because that's already been done. Like, I sold it. Right. It's on a necklace back there.
Right.
First of all, I felt like I have my I don't wear it all the time like that. Anyways, it was a gift that somebody wanted to me, insisted for me to have. When this was a friend of Kathy, okay, and when Kathy decides to tell everybody, dude,
or do I want to know?
She also was being harassed and threatened by 666 and Fred's sister, and so she got scared because she thought she was going to get in trouble for towing a lot of that stuff from Ben Hill Road.
In trouble? What are they going to do? Citizens arrest? Oh my gosh.
Karen kept blackmailing her, making her think that you could get in trouble, like she stole from her or something, when Fred has just as much right to that stuff as she does. But Fred did not authorize Kathy to take all that stuff, okay? He was not aware of it. So Kathy was a little scared that she could get in trouble, and Karen kept using that to blackmail her and use it to their advantage, so that there goes Kathy, of course, over to 666s. And then she tells me, oh, I'm just trying to stay away from the drama. And then she had some CPS shit going on too. And she lied to me over and over, telling me she just has, and I knew what was going on. I knew that they had gotten to her.
Trash. Yeah, these people are such
trash. Stuff she would send, and then now she could have just kept to herself, but no, she had to go over to 666s, and I don't know what she made, and just had to talk shit about us and act like we did her wrong in some way.
Yeah.
When she insisted, she even made me wait to go to the airport in hopes that I would stay a few more days, guys. Like, seriously, it was not
like
me.
She's obsessed.
I was not using this woman. It's crazy. It's like, dude, it's your own fault that your son. We found your son listing all fried shit on Facebook. Right. We asked her about it, and
which
also
is so trashy.
Yes, and we never got any of that stuff ever. None of it.
And his cameras, right? He had cameras from the day Summer Wells vanished.
Yes, well, that was stolen by Karen. And so somebody else has another thing they want to say. Oh, I thought that you said Karen sold everything. First of all, no, it wasn't everything. First, Fred had grabbed some of his tools before Karen could sell everything, because he had heard that she was selling everything, and she did. She sold all his stuff when he was dealt. That was at 207. There's 2 properties, guys. You got to remember, not just 207. So when I say that Karen sold everything, I'm talking about 207. A lot of that is the one that
is an adjoining property.
Properties, guys. People love to act like we're lying or something. There's
Ziggy. Ziggy, that's another thing I want to say is I have asked so many people to tell me where you lied, when you lied. I want to see exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I want to see it all. And do you know how many times people have actually presented evidence that you lied?
We need a song break. I'm here longer than usual watching this. I need a song break. When have they lied? When have they lied? Well, I just showed you, Sweetie Pilo. I literally just showed you. Hold on, I'm on the wrong thing here. We're going to play the Fred song. We're going to take a lips break and play the lips video again, too. It's only a few minutes long. I just want to remind you why I came live to begin with. Where's Fred's song? Oh, did I pass it? We could play Benny's Jag Off, too. Nope, here it is.
Fred's my name, a hillbilly with a cold. Always high, always looking for his next load. Snitching on everyone, causing a commotion. In this little county, where secrets aren't safe from the notion. Living in a trailer with a mind full of weed. Fred's always scheming, planting bad seeds. Is you to create a wife? They're a team ripping folks off. It's all part of their twisted dream. Fred's got a drug problem, ain't no doubt about that. Cocaine and meth, they got him hooked, that's a fact. He'll snitch on his mama, his cousin, and his brother. No one's safe from Fred, he's like no other. He's like no other. They got him booked, that's a fact. No snitch on his mama, his cousin and his brother. No one's safe from Fred, he's like no other.
Hi. Hello. Wouldn't you rather be out in the Keys on the beach than at home looking
But
at
you're
a
trying.
divorce
I
where
don't
your
give a
husband
fuck where you are.
hold on, where your husband left you, your children don't
Get
want to
laid
be with
with
you, all miserable,
My
trying to play
husband
so
and
hold
his
on, playing somebody else's content, knowing you're gonna get a strike for it.
Pizza's not going to strike me.
I'm gonna strike you.
Oh, but it's not your content.
Okay, but I can strike you for me being on the panel. I can strike
Why
you for
don't you just
my
tell us what
voice.
this piece of evidence is?
I can strike you. I mean,
Why don't you just tell us what this piece of evidence is?
What? You've already played it, Crystal.
No, I haven't. You
Actually,
went to court and you said you have a piece of evidence in Summerwell's case that only you hold. What is that
Yeah,
piece of?
correct,
What would
correct,
you have
right?
witnessed to? What did you witness against me?
All right, Crystal,
What
I've
was
never
you
said.
gonna go to court?
Do you want an answer, or are you going to just run your mouth like a crazy lunatic? I've never said that I'm a witness against you. Never, ever.
Oh, I think I have the clip on Andrews where you said it.
Morning, team.
Yeah.
Morning, team.
Who am I speaking with?
Guy should see us.
Oh. Guy, this is Crystal. Why are you answering my father's business?
Excuse me?
This is Crystal, Marty's daughter. I called the number that is listed on his business, SGD Building Contractors, Inc., and it comes directly to you. Why are you answering his phone number?
Because he had a business set up with me, Donnie Ryland, and him to go down when the hurricanes happened. Unfortunately, I didn't want to be in business with your dad because I was many times and it never worked out. So why he got my number attached to that still is because he just never follows through with anything.
Okay, well, I would like my dad's stocks, and I'm going to the U.S. Marshals today. Have a good day. Bye.
His what?
Satan.
Yeah.
And the sad part of it is the majority of our country now.
Zero. They have no proof.
Yeah, they'll say, oh, the credit card loan, like, or if these people a loan, or they'll say, like they added up every dollar they spent on me from products I sold them, and acted like I was a scammer. What the heck? That's business. You paid me for product. Or
Listen, never.
Business is on super chat. Like, hello, that's you need to take charge of your own life and responsibility for yourself.
Well,
I didn't send them your account.
Not to mention, if you're doing business, you're a merchant on some site and you're selling things, that is a business. That is not scamming. These people are stupid. They've never grown anything in their lives. All they've done is tear down, steal, destroy.
Oh, and so like 66, she pulled up all the places that I get my product from and made a show about it. Like I'm somehow scamming people, like, showing the warehouse and all this stuff business, and like she contacts these people and harasses them. She contacted the animal shelters.
That is so lame.
Crazy.
That is so lame. Wow. Do you realize how little of she has no life?
People encourage it. Pay her to just ruin her life. She's going to end up getting arrested. None of these people care.
Yeah.
I mean, even her sliding into the electric bill situation, guys. I need to put together like a freaking whole video of her, all the shit that she's done to me over the years.
You really should, because it's
insane. Like, if I call it like in proof, like you would be like, oh my god, this woman is obsessed. Like going into my electric, like because at one time when Jim died years ago, I showed my electric account number. If anybody wanted help on my electric bill after Jim died.
Yeah.
Oh, all you had to have my account number and my name. So that you to sign into the gas portal to pay on it. And it doesn't give any information except like your account number and your name. She actually had to have called or signed into my account somehow and made changes on my freaking electric bill, because how did she have my payment history? You cannot get my payment history unless you have other info. Like you have to have the last word on my social, my birthday. This is information I have not given people to use to try to log into my accounts. And that's what she was doing, guys. People don't understand that. I have screenshots of her admitting that she was going to do a live and show my payment history on my electric bill. Why is that anybody's business, my payment history?
Oh, I know.
Like, hello, do you not have bills? Like, why is that some kind of big news?
She got no life.
Because I was behind in my electric bill. Like, oh, it was a big show. Yay. Ziggy's struggling. Yay. Like, it was, like it's sick.
Well, you know what's really sick is I absolutely believe at the end of our lives, we are going to be accountable to all the horrible things we did. And God is going to go over them one by one. And this 666, Satan's sister, she's going to have an awful lot of shit to explain, especially about you. Why she was so mean and vicious and cruel, actually cruel, at a time when you lost.
She rationalizes it in her head. She acts like I'm
rationalizing it. Yeah, no, that's evil. That's evil. And anybody who calls himself a Christian and parades around doing evil or hangs out with people who do, you are complicit. So I hope you hear this message and you get right.
Yeah.
Like I'm pissed. I'm pissed at how brainless people are. They don't think for themselves. Where are the leaders? Like who actually takes a stand against this and says enough is enough? Like where's loyalty? There is no such thing as loyalty. Like I don't know how you do it, Ziggy. I don't know. I don't have the patience or something. I just can't do it. I can't stand it. I can't stand these people.
Yeah. And I don't like the stuff like with Donna either. Like it's different if you don't like her or whatever, but
it's not nice.
It just happens to be with somebody that people are attacking a lot. besides myself right now. And like, it's one thing to, if you want to focus on like real stuff that's actually happened, but I mean, besides, why bring up her daughter for one? They do the same thing to me. That's just gross. I mean, these people, and then the people in the audience promoting it, that's complicity, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's
no,
not
they're
okay.
complicit. Yeah, and you know what? One of these days,
But
somebody.
it's mean that in real life, that's not okay. It's if it's like,
yeah. And think about this though, too, Ziggy. Not everybody has the same strength that you have, or that I have, or that Donna has to deal with this bullshit. What about the people who are so weak that they end their lives? And then people like Satan's sister Six Up, they have that person's blood on their hands because they drove.
I feel like they want that. I feel like she wanted that with me. I'm serious. Like, that's how it feels anyways. She acts like, because she's trying to get me arrested. I mean, that was the goal. They were literally like trying to get me arrested for that credit card loan thing and say I took advantage of an elderly, even though I had the whole call out there, like the whole situation, how it happened, how she came to me, and she was paid back. So it didn't make any sense. But they were using it as a weapon to try to, when Jim just passed, and then try to say, like, and she was totally promoting that I killed Jim and how horrible I was.
Like a Lifetime movie.
Because I left him and how horrible I was for trying to leave him. And basically I killed him and stuff. And I should have been grateful for him. And like, basically I should have stayed, stay with him, and how, and she put out a private protective order that she should have never had.
Yeah.
That I put out on him that nobody knew about, but she gets access to it. Tell me how. I don't fucking know. And puts out all the details of that protective order and tells how I was lying in it when it was a private thing that she's not even supposed to fucking know about, and puts it on YouTube. That has to be illegal.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that.
That's wicked, man. That is wicked.
And it's this stuff, it's private stuff, and she's sitting there going, oh, Ziggy's lying here about what she's saying. Oh, he was a great person and this. Oh, what a horrible person she was for talking about somebody dead. When it's an old document from when he was alive. Like, I'm, using the fact that he just passed and that whole thing and the sympathy of people in their hearts, and bringing on his sisters who were battling with addiction at the time, and there was I'm not even going to go into that whole situation. It was gross what those people did, and there were so many people like participating in that and like making a mockery of my pain and the Jim's death.
Mm-hmm. And what kills me, Ziggy, about her is that she's a mother. She is influencing and guiding a child's life.
She had her kids as mods in there.
Wow.
For young teenage. Yeah, so it's a family thing, I guess. And then I'm pretty sure she has her mother come in my chats too. It's just crazy. I mean, I guess she got it somewhere, I suppose. I don't know.
Well, that's just nice to me.
I never have done anything to this woman. Like, besides the initial like exposing her and responding, the only time I do anything is like to respond to her bullshit. And then like the shit that Fred's sister, that is just the grossest thing. Let's team up with Fred's sister to even make shit worse and try to break them up. People, I
don't either.
I guess I do get it that people don't see it all. Like, I know it because I live it, and I am the one that's on the receiving end. So people, I don't think, see the extreme that it's been. Yeah. They act like I'm, the laugh when I talk about her being a stalker and stuff, and like she's like harmless. Did she live like an hour and 15 minutes away from me? My car window got bashed out, and the first person I think of is her.
Hey,
I don't have it.
Ziggy, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I got to get my charger. Are you still going to be on for like another 20 minutes, you think?
Yeah, maybe, probably.
Okay, let me just grab my charger, and then I'll carry on with you. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, guys, I was muted. I was saying I'm going to go. Genevieve, I heard that she had a hand in her raising. I agree. I think something's up with that. However, I'm getting sleepy. I've been going to bed by 11 o'clock every night, and I'm now up past my bedtime. I need some music. Hubby's off tonight, so we're chilling, and then I'm going to go to bed, and I'll be back in the morning, and we will finish the last 33 minutes of this live, and then I'll move on to something else. All right? Peace and love, guys. Thank you for being here. Remember to hit the like. Go see the videos I showed you tonight I made of the content from previous years. People haven't been paying attention to, in my opinion. It helps. It helps understand connections and family dynamics, in my opinion, so that you understand where they connect. All right, guys. Oh, I'm sorry, Genevieve. Rewind. It's definitely worth it. Make sure you watch the lip shit, fucking bitch. I guess she was too pussy to grab a link again. All right, guys. Peace and love. I'll see you in the morning. Bye.